take my eye off you. Can't take my eye off you. Dim gal, don't got nothing on you. Don't got nothing on you. My heart is ready for something I have been had in a long time. True love crime, I hope you know that it may hurt for a while. Let's slow down, slow down. I can see behind that broken smile. Nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, like cocoa. You're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Oh, you're nice, like cocoa. You're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Ooh, driving date, watch a movie, right by your side on duty. Not too much or too sweet. Ooh, passion from yours truly. Let me know how you feel. Hope I'm not in too deep. Biwa, Phoebe, Ouija, Fever. Won't be alone forever. Get through the storm together. Ooh, girl, make some room. I know you still. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, like cocoa. You're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Oh, you're nice, like cocoa. You're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Boy can't take the eye off you. Them girl can't take the eye off you. My mind, yeah, in my mind, oh you. My mind can't take my mind off you. Baby, oh come be my lady. Oh give me a baby. Got me talking crazy. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. Skin so smooth like cocoa, we no lose on no door. Skin so smooth like cocoa, we no lose on no door. You're nice, like cocoa. You're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread.
I got an appetite, let's bake ourselves a treat. What you've been mixing, serve it up the way you please. I like the way you shake, you stir, you heat, you squeeze. So thick, push up and butter me.
Poke that, push that, shake that, smack that, mix that, help that, marinate that. We don't need a recipe.
Whip that cream, baby, pour that sweet on me. Baby, shade up, we can cook up, we can stir up when we hook up, just you and me. Whip that cream, whip that. Preheat this oven up like 5,000 degrees. It's almost ready, we've been craving this all week. Baby, you want it, I got it. I'm hooked on you like phonics. Gotta be honest, you're on it, and this ain't no time to be modest.
Poke that, push that, shake that, girl, take your last name, let's hyphenate that. We don't need a recipe.
Whip that cream, baby, pour that sweet on me. Baby, shade it, we can cook up, we can stir up when we hook up, just you and me. Whip that
My dog said, good morning, good morning, y'all. Welcome to another pre-show of Like It or Not with Rebecca Azor. It's about to go down. Good to see everybody this morning. Happy Saturday to you all. Hope your Saturday is going well. Y'all see I came in here hacking a clown already, man. But hey, I'm here to take y'all through the pre-show. Make sure y'all have a good time. Play some music for you. Get y'all all out of your seat and on your feet, cleaning up the house and moving around and doing all of that other stuff, man. Hey, good morning to all of you. Shout out to everybody that's joining us in the chat room. And we're going to do a quick shout out after we play this song. All right? So y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, it's about to go down. Good morning, y'all.
How you gon' lie when you look me in my eyes and you show me your facade? Show me your facade. How you gon' lie when you look me in my eyes and you show me your facade? Show me your facade. You a lie. You a front, you say anything long as you get what you want. Tryna play me like a fool, homie, I am not a clown. It ain't nothing but a game, cause all you do is mess around. Now I'm on the verge of a meltdown. I should've known when I met her back at Midtown, at Dogwood, when I was going through a rough patch. But it's all good, I even told her about the dark times I had in childhood, when we was driving off of I-10 in Kirkwood. Now all that time I never get it back. You wanted that, used to hate when I didn't wanna hang. I noticed that, used to talking about your ex Jake with your next Jack. Used to messing with them white boys, now she went black. Wait a minute, guess you went and got yourself a real life. Got yourself some booty shots and live villa. You just wanna make a rapper beat like Dilla. You ain't living nice, radiator has fingers up close. Baby, you a ghost, you a demon, and you should float. Get out the way and just go, and just go, and just float. How you gon' lie when you looking in my eyes and you say you down for the cause, but you really here for the ride? You ain't really feeding no sheep. You're a K9 in disguise. Should've never gave you nothing but a funky high five. I know we can't go back in time, but I wish I could rewind and get back all that money that I spent every nickel and dime. Cause you a lie. Oh, you a front. You gon' say anything as long as you get what you want. When you got yourself a new man, it ain't even been a month. I feel sorry for your boo, cause he don't know what he signed up for. Do he? Ooh, yeah, I heard that you met him at the bar, Louis. Okay, don't try to do him like you tried to do me, baby. You a cold-blooded killer like Stu. Cause up close, baby, you a ghost. You a demon, and you should float. Get out the way, and just go, and just go, and just float. Float like a balloon, apple, empty bottle, cork, styrofoam, and most dead bodies. You killing me, homicide. Look at your lying eyes. I should have been better laced, cause I failed too many times. If money's the root of evil and you call yourself a dime, you gotta be penny wise, you gotta be penny wise. You gotta be penny wise. You gotta be penny wise. Cause up close, baby, you a ghost. You a demon, and you should float. Get out the way. And just
tell me what it
is,
and
just float.
What you want from me?
Good morning again, everybody. Shout out to everybody that is joining us in the chat room this morning. Shout out to everybody. Let me do a few shout outs real quick. Let me do my vocals, take out the vocal right there. Good morning, Brandon Woods, what's going on? Big Buddha 7724, Priscilla, what's going on? Tiger, good morning. Mycosis, I said it right that time. Good morning to you, bear witness. What's up, Rasila Bledson, Tyler Hackner, Cordarius Bennett is in the building, man. Hey, if you have not already, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff, man. Because if not, what are you here for? Y'all stay tuned, man. Like it or not, coming up. Neon Death, what's going on? Hollywood. Good morning, y'all.
Buns, licks in the blunt. I got ash in my cup. All these girls showing up, but I don't give a fuck. Cause you the one I want, girl. You the one I want. Girl, you the one I want. Hey, come and show me love. Shorty wanna be a rider, and I'm feeling high, I can't deny it. She a bad John named Maya, and when I seen her, man, she look fire. She got me feeling higher than a sour. So I'm tryna feel how I feel inside her. I asked her what she doing, she like nada. So she just chillin', about to get up in the shower. I said, alright, cool, I'ma be there in an hour. I just wanna live like a Kuna and Matata. I ain't got no time for no baby mama drama. All about my comments, my letters, no tomatoes. Always bragging what they got up in they wallet. Ain't no really telling if we let her see tomorrow. Get it on my own, tryna ball, so I stay fly, gotta dress up in designer. Tell me what it is, what you want from me, what you want from me. Tell me what it is, don't tell me what it ain't. They try to throw salt, it just made the pressure raise. Going through a phase, gotta get myself out it. Don't talk about it, boy, they said you gotta be about it. So I be trying to face the world head on. Front seat riding, cruising down the meadows. Pedal to the meadow, cool breeze blowing down the windows. Calm trees, blowing trees, get that boy some headroom.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind. Try to go to work, but I lost track of time. 'Cause everyone keep looking like you. I can't take no more. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you with someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me. Now I'm talking sweet over myself. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything for you, I don't want anyone but you. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. Can we stop the clock and rewind? Go back to that moment in time when you say you want me for life. Was it all a lie? I gave my all to deserve ya, begging on my knees just to show ya you're the one I want and I love ya. No, 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 no lie. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you with someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me. Now I'm talking sweet over myself. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything for you, I don't want anyone but you. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. Your love, 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 put your love on me. Your love, 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 put your love on me. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you with someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me. Now I'm talking sweet over myself. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything for you, I don't want anyone but you. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. Your love, 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 put your love on me. Your love, 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 put your love on me.
Good morning again. I can't stand Ben. I want y'all to know that. Welcome again, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the music thus far. Shout out to everybody that is here. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, man. Get the word out that like it or not, it's about to go down. It's here. Shout out to Jam Tuned in the building. Says, I'm awake. I made it. I feel the same way. It was a struggle getting out that bed this morning, especially because I ain't probably going to go to bed till 5 o'clock. Anywho, and shout out to Orange G Swag Sports, who's checking in from Baton Rouge, the Alabama State versus Southern game. And when I tell you I've heard a clip of Southern this year so far, my God, today. Woo. You're going to have a lot of fun, man. Make sure you record and get some good footage because we need to see that. We need to see stuff like that. And, hey, don't forget, Beard Burner Chronicles, it said 9:30 a.m. on the flyer, which I haven't updated. I forgot about that flyer. But 1 p.m. on Thursdays, if you missed out on this past Thursday, you missed a pretty damn good show, man. Y'all know I don't have no sense, and I kept up with that. Okay, so go rewatch it, replay it. It's over there available. You should go watch it. And because you missed it, I got to give you a dad joke before I play the music. What do you call a poor Santa Claus? What do you call a poor Santa Claus? Saint Nicholas.
Oh my God.
Saint Nicholas. Ben, I got one for you. What has more letters than the alphabet? What has more letters than the alphabet? No, you don't know?
The post office?
You suck. You heard that one somewhere, man. Ben ruined the joke, y'all. Back to more music, y'all. Stay tuned. Like it or not, it's about to go down, man. Rebecca Azor is joining us shortly. Y'all stay tuned. Laura, hey, Beehive, baby.
Sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me.
I had to pause the song to say, damn.
No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no. I know it's hard to be polite, and it's easy being petty. My mama used to tell me, gotta use you when you ready. Man, it's crazy how my brother said it could have been my cell. It's either prison or a grave, that's what everybody tell me. Man, life ain't a beach, it's a female dog. I'm staying 10 toes down low, I still might fall. Oh yeah, now I done came through, knocking pictures off you all. Cause loving people who persecute you, there's still a tough be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and sex. Sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No. See, it's hard to be polite. It's easy being petty. Mama used to tell me, gotta use you when you're ready. Cause I ain't working on my own timing. Ain't got no diamonds on me, but I stay shining. Yeah, yeah. They say the world would be a better place if we take out the hate.
Stop all the hate right now.
Yeah, let's keep it real. It'd be better if we just subtract the fake. Yeah, so be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel like disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say, sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No.
It was just a misunderstanding.
No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no.
And I couldn't say the right things. No, I checked your number twice, then I went home. But I wanna let you know that, yeah, everything about you makes me smile. I wanna be your best friend, your best friend. I wanna be around you all the time. You don't understand, you don't need to worry. I meant everything I said, you don't have to search no more. Love is all around, so baby, what's your hurry? You don't have to prove us to anyone. You don't need to worry. Go down low, baby. Go down low, honey. Go down low, baby. Go down, baby, give it love. Go down low, baby. Go down low, honey. Go down. I meant everything I said. You don't have to search no more. Love is all around, so baby, what's your hurry? You don't have to prove us to anyone. You don't need to worry. Ooh, that love shabba. Ooh, that love honey. Ooh, that love baby. Ooh, that shabba, give me love.
Devil's Advocate, welcome. Hey man, good morning, good morning, good morning again. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, all the other good stuff, man. We're streaming like on 20,000 different channels, so you need to go like every single one of them real quick, real fast. I'm gonna take a 5-second music break, not music break, but just a look at you break, so you can go like and share the stream. Just look at my face everywhere, like boom, right there on that screen, and then boom, right here on that screen, then boom, right there on that screen. It got no sense. It's lack of sleep, man. That's what it is. I think that's really what it is. Hey, and if you haven't become a member of the Patreon yet, what are thou waiting for? Patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it or not. Go ahead, join, man. Shout out to Devil's Advocate that's joined. Emily Swamp is in the building. Beehive, baby. That's my darling, my dear, is here as well, too. And I know we got some people lurking as well. I think Q was lurking somewhere while he walking on the treadmill, too. Oh, man, I don't know if y'all can see that, but this is the mug we got from Epcot when we went. I wish I could zoom in. Nope, it's going to get blurry. But when we rode Guardians of the Galaxy, they take your picture on a little roller coaster ride, and my camera is not like Ben's camera. Ben's camera just automatically focuses everything. I think he got the upgraded 2028 edition of our camera. So, but anywho, it's a dope ass picture to ride. It's fun. It's a good time. And then when I went a couple of weeks ago, I put my daddy on the ride, y'all. My daddy blind ass riding on a roller coaster. Y'all have seen his face. Just walking like, okay, what's going on? And I'm just screaming. My daddy was like, daddy was just cool, calm, collected. Cooler than a polar bear's toenails. Just chilling. But shout out to mom and daddy and shout out to everybody. Okay, I think y'all have gone and liked all the streams now. So we can get back into some of the music. Let's get into some of our greatest hits is what I like to call it. So we'll start with this one.
accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with page. I don't do it for the praise, love. That's just how I'm made.
Truth in the glass in the mirror.
Yeah.
Do it at me, old man, tryna pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see that. Then he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard it all. Heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls, and I still made a curtain call. He done light it up, lighten up. Heard him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, tell me reckless. Gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace. Light it up, light it up.
Yep, y'all, that was Xavier Rousson and Tilden Park, Earth, Light It Up. And I think there's a video for this as well, too. I think Ben's going to pull it up. We might play a little smidgen of a clip for y'all, but the video, I think, was, like, really dope, if I'm not mistaken. So while we wait for Ben to do that, before I go on and play anything else, how y'all doing? How's everybody been? I hope everybody's mental health is going okay. I miss y'all. I love y'all so much. So Jam Tune was just talking about in the chat how you miss our mornings, our morning jams. Y'all remember that, man? We used to be up at the ass crack of dawn doing the show. You had Georgia, then you had Dr. Mac and Ben, and then me, Ben, and Rebecca. Used to be all over the place, man. Them in the good old days. Don't y'all miss that? I love it. But y'all check this out. This is a clip of the video. While Ben showing that, I'm going to be filling my coffee. Y'all take a look.
I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, let her ties in the hearse. I've been on a vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, do that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit her to the sky, change haters on a tirade. Talking to the crib in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bit. Take a sip till I pass out. I'm trying to get grip, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, pin myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's capped. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write it, give a piece of myself to the page. I don't do it for the praise, love, that's just how I'm made.
Truth in the glass in the mirror.
Yeah.
Do it at me, old man, tryna pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see that. Then he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard it all.
All right, Ben, you can stop it right there, Ben. Because I was starting to get all back into it again. I'm like, dang, wait, hold on, wait a minute. But yes, Xavier Rousson, excuse me, you can go look at the video on YouTube. It's over there right now, man. But hey, we're going to get back into some of the music with another one of my favorite jams. Of course, I got a couple more for you that I think you haven't heard in a few. But this is another one of my songs that y'all, just listen, just listen.
I'm a little bit naughty. I'm a little bit too consumed. But
I swear Ben needs to be a VJ, a video DJ, because the synchronicity of the music with the roller skating, chef's kiss. He did that.
every part of my body is telling me to run away from you. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer. Yeah. You're a little bit crazy. It's been days, but you never change. What's love got to do with it? He comes around, better knock that stuff down. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer. Yeah. So all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly. I'm too fly. Bye-bye. 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 You're a little bit selfish. You get mad every time you lose. You can't take me with you. I'm scared you're gonna blow your fuse. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, I can really start over. Yeah. In the back of my mind, there's someone waiting on me. You're just wasting my time because you're scared and lonely. Finally got some closure. Yeah, I can finally start over. Yeah. So all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly. I'm too fly. Bye-bye. 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 Here's to the memories. Cheers to who used to be. Your friend said that you left me. I'm glad that's what you believe. So all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly. I'm too fly. Oh, bye-bye, bye-bye. U-T-F-I, that's how you spell goodbye. U-T-F-I,
Come on, aunties.
you'll never
Y'all don't see the aunties.
U-T-F-I, that's how you spell it. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
I love to see me an auntie roller skating, doing the boots on the ground dance, doing the country girl dance. I love it, love it, love it. Because when I tell you they be out there like nobody business, that don't give two, you know what, but be out there be doing their thing. Just getting it. Come on, auntie. Paige Larson, good morning to you, Paige. Good to see you. But yeah, man, like it or not, it's about to go down. I hope y'all enjoying the music, of course. Y'all know that back in the day, I'm going to say back in the day, back during the pandemic, Bubba used to have too much free time on his hands, and Bubba used to write the theme songs. So I wrote two of them. Was it two or three? Damn, it might have been three. But we're going to see which ones come up, because I got one. Let's see what this one is. It says edit one, so we're going to see what this one is. But before we do that, take y'all down memory lane. I got carded at a liquor store the other day, and my Blockbuster card fell out. The cashier said, never mind. Damn, I'm that old because I had a Blockbuster card? That's rude, but I mean, That's about right though. Y'all remember the Blockbuster cards though? Like going to get a Blockbuster card was like having like a Visa card. If you ain't have a Blockbuster card, you in SHIT. If you had a movie gallery, like, oh, you too cheap. You can't afford a Blockbuster, or your credit wasn't good enough to go to Blockbuster. So you had to go to movie gallery. I know y'all remember these places, man. I'm so damn stupid, bro. I swear it ain't got no sense. I swear. And y'all just sit here and entertain my crazy self. What's wrong with y'all? And then Ben lets me be up here. Like, y'all should blame Ben for my foolishness, okay? But anyway, here's the first theme song, what we think is the first theme song. We'll see. Yeah.
Y'all know what time it is.
Oh, y'all know what time it is.
Off your tea. You drink whatever it is you need.
That's right.
It's time for Like It or Not.
This was the first iteration.
Like it or not, it's going down.
Oh my God!
Like it or not, it's starting now. Oh, like it or not, it's going down.
Oh my God!
Like it or not, don't stick around. Oh, Rebecca Azor is coming out. You know she got a story for us. Oh, Benjamin is coming through. That's my dog, all through and through. Oh, I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay in the chat room. Like it or not, it's going down.
When the hell?
Like it or not, it's about to go down. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, don't stick around. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not,
No!
it's starting
I remember!
down.
Okay,
Like it or not,
I remember now.
like it or not, don't stick around.
So that was not me on that. I remember now. Okay, so oh my gosh, what is I cannot remember my dog's name. Ben, you probably know Ben. He stays in Texas. Wears glasses. Beehive Baby, I know you know who I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. He tunes in all the time. Was always at the patron parties. Tiger, what's his name, Tiger? Y'all have to help me remember his name. But anywho, I remember sending the track to him, the first one I did, and he actually remixed it and layered all the vocals on top of that. Now I remember, I'm like, wait, when the hell did I go in here and lay down vocals like that? I kind of know I ain't got to him do that. Bruh, I know y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Oh, he gonna cuss me out because we used to talk all the time and laugh. But yes, he took that and he actually added the vocals and everything. I'm like, damn, I actually forgot about that. So y'all know who it is. Y'all remind me in the chat. Y'all please do. But anywho, that was the first iteration in the original version, and then this version came after that, huh? Yes, Mark. I forgot his screen name. Mark. Yep. Excuse me. Hell, it might have been M. Saunders on here, I think. Yeah. But that's who it was, Mark. Mark was the one that did that because he has musical talent his damn self. When I say musical talents, that brother Cole with it. Cole. Yep, that's who it was, Tiger. But anyway, y'all, this was, I think, the second version I did.
Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Good morning, y'all. Get your coffee, your tea, drink whatever it is you need. It's time for Like It or Not, y'all. 9 a.m. to 10:30, yeah. Like It or Not is on your channel, yeah.
Okay, wait. I found the original version. Here we go. I got so many versions, it's ridiculous, bro.
Y'all know what time it is. Get your coffee, your tea, your drink, whatever it is you need. It's time for Like It or Not, y'all. Like it or not, it's going down.
So this the one that Mark remixed. Yep.
It's starting now. Oh, like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, y'all stick around. Oh, Rebecca Azor is coming out. You know she got a story for us. Oh, Deepening is coming through. That's my dog. All through and through. Oh, I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who
Well, hey, Batman.
I stay in the chat room. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's about to go down.
Woo! That was the rookie version. That's when y'all hear me laughing and stuff. That's when I really started like, okay. But then that's when I'm like, let me tighten this up because I know I can do better than that. Georgia 5524, what's going on? Good to see you. And then I just came through with this one, and it's just like, I don't know. Let me stop this one. I sounded so much better on the remix version of it. It's like I grew up, and maybe I had smoked or something. Who knows?
Politics and culture is free.
Hold on, let's take it from the top of y'all.
Interviews and all. Like it.
Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Good morning, y'all.
Get your coffee, your tea, drink whatever it is you need. It's time for Like It or Not, y'all. 9 a.m. to 10:30, yeah. Like It or Not is on your channel, yeah.
I was in my bag a little bit. Y'all hear the confidence.
We supposed to, yeah. Interviews and all the news, we get to choose what gets the views. Like It or Not with Queen Azor, it's starting now, so stick around. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, y'all stick around. Oh, Rebecca Azor is coming through. You know she got a good story for you. Oh, Benjamin, that's my dog. This is his show. He's a politics bro. I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay dropping them jams. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not. stick around. Oh, like it or not, it's starting now. Like it or not, it's about to go down.
I had echoes and everything in there. Excuse me. Sensation, that is called vocal elements and plugins and filters that you can use in GarageBand. So when I tell y'all that one was fun, it felt like I was in my bag with that one. I'm like, man. I had a Blue Ivy moment. I'm like, let me go back and remix this, because at first I'm like, okay, it just sounded like, well, I was just doing something to be doing something. And I'm like, if this gonna be played on somebody's internet, on Beyonce internet, and on Ben's channel, I'm like, come on, I gotta fix it. So that was the iteration of that. So then came the 2023 version that has been the version, because it's been 2 years, and I have the song and I have the inspiration and the roadmap for the song. I just haven't got to it yet. So the 2020, at this point, it's going to be a 2026 version, because I just looked at it like, damn, it's September, and you still don't have that song done. Well, the good thing about it is, when I do the song, I'm just not going to put a year in there. So then that way, it'll just hold for timeless moments until I get the inspiration again. But anywho, this was the remix of the remix of the remix. And it really wasn't a remix. It was a brand new whole song. Well, might as well say. And here it go. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life-ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, scheming, or trying to find the meaning of life. And while the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, then I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go. You know, like listening to it, I'm like, damn, I really had me a little flow going on just then. I'm just like, wait. And that just goes to show you, because I've tried to rap before, and that crap wouldn't happen. I'm like, I'm going to stick to DJing and doing what I know best and do what I'm supposed to be doing. But that just goes to show you that you can do anything you want if you put your damn mind to it. You really can. So I'm just listening to those. I was just like, damn, I really wrote 3-4 songs. That's crazy, man. Color Me Oakland, welcome. Color Me Oakland says, what a mood change. I'm dancing around the house in Oakland. Love from the town to the ATL. Color Me Oakland, we appreciate you so much. The next song y'all hear, man, when my mind gets to going, I have some very, very overzealous ideas. And the overzealous idea that I have for this one is just like, can you do it, Bubba? It's like, I'm not doubting myself, but it's getting everything I need and everyone that I need in the right place at the right time. And I know Rebecca gonna love it. I know Ben is gonna love it. And I mean, I guess I can play y'all I won't play y'all the instrumental, but I'll play y'all the song where it will come from. Let's do it like that. Yeah, that'll be the best way to do it. Mm-hmm.
Your eyes tell
Oh, I cannot wait for y'all to hear what I have coming up for this. I swear, y'all gonna like it.
It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love, I can't fake it. When I'm with you, my legs go weak. Yeah. Can you hear it? I think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about you. You're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're my baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like our time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, babe. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like our time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. All of your love.
All right, y'all. The queen is in the building. Like it or not, it's about to go down. I hope y'all enjoyed this pre-show. Let's get into the real deal, though. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning again. Let's go.
6, Carter G. Woodson gave us Black History Week. Now, almost 100 years later, many of us are still stuck in the month of February. But our legacy, it doesn't just fit into 28 days. The Black Heritage Day app is here to change all of that. It brings Black history to your fingertips every single day of the year. Based on years of research by Dr. Carl Mack, our historian, our griot, just 3 minutes a day, that's all it takes to read, learn, and listen to an oral narrative of your history.
Indeed, the Southern states went to war over the rights for each of the 11 Confederate states to own our ancestors.
To connect with your roots, to teach your children the truth they won't get in school.
In total, he is credited with 28 other inventions. But as a Black inventor, he struggled to gain.
Learn why New Year's Day was once considered the most dreaded day of the year.
Parents were separated from their children, siblings separated, and spouses separated from one another. And today, America has the nerve to lecture us about the status of the black family.
Understand the political journey of Black America from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party.
It marked the beginning of blacks' departure from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party. And here's why we switched.
Dive into culture and triumph like Sidney Poitier's blockbuster film success. And so much more. From heartbreak to triumph. From January 1st to December 31st. This app is more than a download. It's a movement. It's a community of black families raising their kids on truth and on legacy. Download the Black Heritage Day app for free in the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store. This isn't just an app. It is a daily celebration of who we are.
Work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We don't hear you, Becca.
And not care who doesn't like it. I could read your lips, but we couldn't hear you.
That's crazy. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, give me one moment. I'm going to switch over because, hold on.
Are you putting headphones on?
The sound don't work on the computer.
Oh, you had to go and get headphones. You know what, James was crazy.
After all these years.
After all the, are those the same ones?
No, these are actually some skin colored. My running.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Do they sound all this time and all these years? We've had to listen to feedback through. It's good to see.
I don't
you
like
though,
it
Queen.
because I can hear too much of you guys. Like I can hear what you like. You slap your thigh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear.
I heard you slap your thigh.
You hear that?
Yeah. Absolutely, I hear it. It's too much for me, and I don't
turn down
like
your volume and like on
ASMR.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. ASMR.
So today, Rebecca, we're going to be eating mangoes with chili sauce and black pepper with mango and avocado sausage.
Sounds good, actually.
Right.
But that's the don't try to play me. That's the only reason why I got these headphones in is because the computer is woo. But you know what I do have?
What's that?
I have the my camera will not die on today's show.
You got a charger.
Not
Look
trying
at
to
God.
You got the one that plug into the wall. That's that. Okay. Now I need to get one now. Now the popcorn.
And then remember when I was like, remember when I was showing you the pieces? Remember I was showing you guys the pieces that I had, just the pieces. And the Lord told me in my time off to go look back in the corner of where you put the box.
Yep.
And I said, Lord, I don't want to get out this bed. He said, go look in that corner of where you put the box.
That's funny.
And I looked in that corner,
and there it was.
Lo and behold, there were the pieces that I was like, oh my God, guys, there was no pieces there. And I just hate that they and I can't afford the pieces
They
were
manifested.
there. And whole time, you know, I had what I needed. And I just needed to slow down and look again. Yes, the word. Yes. Whole time you have what you need. And sometimes you just need to slow down.
Look again.
Stand still and look again.
Hello, somebody.
Okay. And I had to look again, and that's what happened for me. I But how are you guys? I know it's been a month since
A
I've
month
had
of Sundays since we've
the
seen you. Huh?
month of Sundays,
Yeah.
and that's true. Since you guys have seen me, and so now I am very. I'm happy to be back. It's been interesting being back on the shows because there's so much drama happening in the world, and I was able to touch
So much
grass,
drama in the
cry a
LBT.
little bit.
Mhm.
It is right. It's kind of
really
hard
is.
being BECKY. I didn't think it was gonna come out like that. I thought it was gonna be like more rhyming, but it was like D.
You should have said. You should have end. You should just end on BECC Beck. But you know,
it didn't.
hindsight
It
is
didn't come
2020.
out like that.
BECCA. BECCA.
Yeah, and the BECCA. No, it just
Nah.
wasn't gonna work
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, yeah,
But
end on the C, yes.
it is difficult.
What's going on? What's going on with you?
And there's so much drama. No, there's so much drama in the streets. Like you said,
In the real,
industry.
in the world, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People
In the
still
streets
alive.
of in the Rebecca streets or in the streets of the politics.
Well, in my streets we made it through though. I'm glad
Yeah.
that August was a very it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of those months where mentally I just was at capacity. Not because it came in August, it was because of the months before, the months prior. And trying to get through those months and trying to dig in and come in and show up and encourage you all while I'm going through at the same time is it hit me in August where you just something small and all of the months before is what you feel, right? And that's what happened. And so me having to really sit down and be like, Rebecca, you're not okay. Like you are not okay. So much discourse, which we're gonna go around, and again, me being let go from work, all those things, but me also having to sit down and be like, it's okay not to be okay, but you have to know that you're not okay so that you could be okay. Yeah. And that means giving yourself some time, whatever that amount of time is. And I just want to first and foremost say thank you to the outpouring of words and encouragement that you guys gave me in my post. And you guys, I'm talking about the audience, you guys too, in the audience, you guys really felt like a family in that moment. Just the outpouring of love and encouragement and checking in on me, people sending me some DMs, people just the prayers and all the things that you guys were like, just saying, Rebecca, you are affirming words. And that was very good to go throughout my break and look at and read to myself and just continue to encourage myself while I was on my runs, while I'm in prayer, while I'm in meditation, while I'm doing, strength workouts where I'm just sitting still, stretching, whatever it was, where I'm sitting at a bar on my own, not at a bar for drinks, but at going to a restaurant and just taking myself out and feeling the heaviness, but then going and reading those words again. So your words have definitely got me through the month of Sundays, and I appreciate you guys. So awesome. That was shout out to the audience, the family. Love you, mean it. But other than that, coming back in and seeing the discourses online, logging back into accounts because I was not on Instagram, I was not on Threads. And sorry, let's pause real quick. So, look, are you gotta go, James?
Oh yeah, I do.
Ben said, "Don't, Rebecca, don't you do that."
We're doing it in the private.
Look at me. I said, look.
Oh crap! Yeah. I didn't even look. I'm over here catching up, and I'm like, oh,
because I wanted to make sure because once I get to talking, I don't want to hold you, and then James just blacks out on us.
I know. But yeah, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta drive to Alabama for an event today. I got a DJ for a 90th birthday party, so it should be fun.
Hey.
I'm excited. Beautiful.
Yeah. Hey man, get footage if they let you. Ain't nothing like the elders.
Okay, I definitely will. And
wish them a happy birthday from us, from the show.
I definitely will. But I love you.
Happy birthday,
Rebecca. It's so good seeing you.
Thank you so much.
But love y'all. Really mean it. I will see y'all Thursday, and then I'll see y'all Saturday. Yep, most definitely. Bye,
it's good to see you too, Bubba. Enjoy and DJ good for that 90-year-old so she can get up on, do whatever.
Get on the good foot.
Get on the good foot.
Get on the good
foot. Maybe if she really blessed, it'll be a little bit of stanky leg. That's about all.
Yeah, and somebody said it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right, brother.
All right. So no, but where was I? But I was saying, like, getting back on, I was off of social media, Ben. Like, I was doing the you thing, but I literally got off of Threads. I got off of Threads. I got off of Instagram specifically. Kept my TikTok open because I use that for reference for cooking recipes. But that just got off social media.
Good.
Shouts out to my girlfriends also that were hitting me up throughout. Olay, she was definitely reaching out to me every day. I'd be like, I just need some space. Girl, she would give me space, and then she'll be like, I'm calling to make sure you're okay. I'm calling to make sure you're good. I'm calling to check in. My best friends are doing the same thing. So, like, it was just good to have that support. But throughout and keep me up on game. She was keeping me up on everything that was going on, on social. So I was fresh.
Right.
But when I came on, I'm like, these stories are still the stories you guys are going with. The stories that should be sticking aren't sticking. Like, I was able to really come back and be like, ugh.
A little perspective.
I'm good off of perspective. I'm good off of this consumption of news. And there's about 2 to 3 stories we're gonna cover that I really wanted to hone in on. But there's one in particular that I'm really gonna be very brief with, very short. I don't know where you stand on it. I haven't seen any commentary from you. Did speak about it briefly on Leftist Mafia, but the only reason I want to be brief with it is because a lot of people, I'm realizing that people don't understand I've been in this game for a very long time, right? And who the big creators are today don't scare me because I've worked with big creators before that I've gotten to, and I have gotten into it with, been blacklisted, been all the things, on air, off air, all the things. So none of that. But I know that I spoke with my peers on Thursday, coming back. Shout out to Leftist Mafia. Love y'all, mean it. And we have a very stark difference about how we view the issue about the journalist or whoever, Taylor Lorenz. Never heard of her until.
How did I know? I knew that.
I knew you did. Never heard of her. I know that. Olay has worked with her, and I've seen her in that capacity, and it's been great. My girl, does a lot of content with a lot of people over the internet. And that's how because of Olay's work, I be knowing who people are. Because I don't know. So, especially right now. So, and I only say this to say the discourse that's happening, it makes me understand, and this is no slight to my peers because I love them, mean it, but I always say this, and y'all know me. We are in 2 different worlds when it comes to politics. What I follow is not what white people follow, or white leftists, or white progressives, or white people. We don't follow the same things. And this is a true story. What's important to white folks may not be important to the black folks, and vice versa. Our issues are different. One being this story. I don't think they're saying that this story in particular has caused a huge divide in the creator space for black and white people. White people are seeing the story because the top names on there are creators that they know that have been called out about dark money. I heard the Pac-Man person, a few other names. Those white, large creators have been taking money from, dark such and such, or from people that they can't account for. The other creators, right, that are mostly black and brown that were named, none of those white people know who they are. Yeah. And in my conversation with them, and I was trying to explain that, they don't know who they are. They don't know who none of those creators are.
Right.
Let me be clear. This article will not affect those white creators as it will those black creators. And let me also be clear. I've been working in this game long enough to know that the definition that they're trying to create for what dark money is has been something that many a creator, many a journalist, many a network owner has taken to fund or push their progressive thoughts, their progressive shows. I've watched it, seen it, heard it. But this conversation, the people, this is what I was trying to say, the people that are being affected, it's hitting them harder than it will these white people, these white content creators or these white influencers or however, because the anger is towards these influencers and their money that they're taking and how it should be transparent. I'm a believer that it should be. But for those creators that weren't aware, they thought they were getting a bag for the first time after doing a lot of this work that, love Matt mean it, but Matt said that he doesn't consider this to be actual work that they do. And, for those mostly black and brown creators that finally were like, I'm finally getting a bag. I'm finally getting money. I'm finally getting a sponsor. I'm finally getting something. They took it and put it out there that they were working with it. And the thing is, this article affects them more. Whatever money that they finally got for food on the table or however is gone, or it has challenged people or sent people over to them to call them everything but a child of God and somebody of that collects this term dark money right now. And I want you guys to know because again, I've been in this game a long time. So a lot of people are like, Rebecca's just throwing words around. No, I'm not. This story right here, baby, it's vague to me. I've worked in this industry long enough to see how TYT has now taken, always been probably funded by dark money. And a lot of the influencers that are speaking about it, or a lot of the journalists that are speaking about it, are up in arms, have partnered with TYT at some point and never had an issue with it. And I can guarantee you TYT has not always been transparent with where their money is coming from, but it has paid those people when they showed up on their platform. Now, why is it that when these creators, and there are other reasons why these journalists or creators or whatever are being attacked, and I've always had my stance on that, which I'll talk about in a second. But why is it that when it's white creators, it is called the phrasing changes? The phrasing is more like there's public funding, crowdfunding, funding for the work, all this kind of stuff. And it's because the billionaires, the people online are like, why would you take money from? We don't even know where the monies are coming from. But I'm like, the billionaires that y'all been collecting from, the people who are speaking, the billionaires that y'all get paid from, you don't even know where they're working, where they're getting their money from, where they stand on stuff. I know for sure there has been places that we've worked at, where I'll say that I've worked at, where the funding was coming from people who didn't even give a damn about the progressive policies. They benefited from all the things of the right, but they knew that having a platform, funding a platform for the left would be okay, would garner them some money because it was a necessary space. That's how I was getting my coin at the time, from people that didn't give a damn about progressive policies or anything like that. I wasn't aware of it. I just knew I had a job at the time. And then it's just a hypocritical space. When we throw out the word envy and stuff like that, people are so upset. We're coming from it from a space of, hey, because this was the argument, and I didn't want to go further. But even when we flesh it out enough, Ariana, who I love, was one of the peers on the show, she had to share messages about how this person, Taylor or whoever, sent her actual messages saying, they were going back and forth and saying your name was thrown around of you trying to be with the chorus funding for creators, to do content. And she was like, yeah, but I never worked with them. She's like, yeah, but you. And then the story was actually not even going to be this. It wasn't going to be about dark money. And this is according to the actual text messages from Ariana, only to find out that the Taylor Lorenz person threatened her when she said, I don't want to give up any names. I'm not going to work with you. I'm not working with the course. I don't want nothing to do with this. She went back and forth with Ariana and basically told her, hey, we'll have fun with this because I'll go ahead and make sure I mention you in the article.
Really?
And yeah, when it comes out. And then Ariana was like, I will be sure to tell my lawyer because that was off the record. She's like, anything you say to me is on the record because you never said off the record. So in this journalistic integrity that people are praising Taylor for, it's a bit yellow journalism. It's forcing, it's like, stealing and all this other
yellow
stuff.
Journalism. You better get
Queen. Thank you. People don't understand that, and I didn't want to go into that aspect. Yeah. And I didn't want to go into that aspect of it because here's what the thing, they're looking at Taylor as this journalist, and that journalists aren't being funded to do the work. But these influencers and these people are being funded to do the work. Now, I have had conversations with you where I'm like, Democrats got it wrong. Their strategy has always been wrong to go and get these quick influencers and pay them to do work that they don't really understand, to push policy or to push understanding of policy, or who they need to vote for, or why they need to vote for this person, or who the options are to vote for, or why this particular law has passed that hurts different communities or whatever. We don't need the survivor moments. We don't need people to go TikTok with Kamala Harris in the White House. We've had these conversations here. However, to say that they aren't influencers and they don't do any work, they do work. The work that they do, we may not be fond of as journalists.
The same work that the other people do.
Thank you. But to say, to me, if you accept any check from spaces like TikTok and start a YouTube and all the other places, that is dark money. Like, if you want to put it in the definition of, but people are so upset and they're choosing to die on this hill. And to me, when I try to help understand, listen, you guys are talking about people that did not understand or know, and they put out the information. Hey, I'm working with Chorus. I'm doing this. Some of this being their first bags that they're getting from being creators, and they took it. The other creators that you guys are talking about taking money, probably been taking money, but here is where you guys are following dollars, and just because you don't know where it came from, you're saying that it's dark money. Again, BNC, when they created the Black News Channel, when they first started creating that, it was supposed to be at FAMU. Then FAMU found out, or the world found out, that it was actually going to be funded and created by a right-winger. They said no, but it was going to be funded and because they were the only person trying to fund it. So my thing is, we're sitting here and we're having this back and forth, and I think the real conversation is that this article shows the big divide between where Black people are on the leftist spectrum and white people are. I'm telling you, for people to not know and see what I'm saying, that this affects them more, Black and brown creators, more than it does these white people, because I promise you on everything, the white people that were named in this article will be just damn fine. They will do another YouTube video. They will do another TikTok. They will do all this other stuff. You will not know where the money comes from, but you will continue to go eat your food, go to work, do what you need to do. But these other creators, we named Elizabeth Booker, and none of them knew who she was. They named David Pakman. They're like, he's such a big person and he's so great and he's so this and that. I'm like, but we just said Elizabeth Booker in my community. That is a big name. That is a big name. That's a big creator. And because you guys don't know who she is, doesn't mean it doesn't affect her in a certain kind of way. And they're like, no, she should have never took the money. And I'm like, that's not the argument here. First of all, she literally wasn't aware, but now she has to fight for her credibility, for her work, for all of that is she's being told that it's not work. It's not anything. And not only her, but other creators as well. So it's interesting enough for, and every time this girl, because she went immediately after our show, I'm pretty sure somebody that watches our show sent it to Taylor, and she saw Ariana say, give her exclusive about the interaction. And she got online immediately after the show. I'm talking about immediately, and we do a late night show. Got online immediately after the show and attacked her. And what did she do? She tagged her article, because what it is you're mad that all of these, and this is why I say that, this is why I use the word envy and jealousy, because what it is you are upset that the people who are now being centered in what you used to be centered in years ago called for this to do these stories and to do these things. You're mad that it's no longer you, and you wanted to know why they're getting paid to do these things and you're not anymore. That's essentially what it boils down to. And now you have to say they are accepting money to do work, and there's accepting dark money, and we don't know where the money is coming from. Billionaires. Well, you're accepting money from billionaires, and I can bet you my bottom dollar, if people were to investigate where she gets her money from over the years, it would have actually shown the definition of what dark money is in her tax records. Like, if they were to do the same thing, if they were to audit her. So let me go back and say, her getting online and telling people, my article is this, and every time you see her, and she keeps saying, my article has people in crashing out. And then she tags it. She tells people to go read it. She sends people back over to it. Nobody can I've never seen a journalist, because she wants to say, because everybody's like, oh, she's a journalist, she's just the work. I've never seen a journalist put out a piece that makes everybody mad and then get online every day and be like, oh, they crashing out about it. I told the truth. I ain't never tell a lie, every day to send people back to it. No, they're moving on to the next story. They're doing the work and they're continuing it. Because everybody keeps coming to me, she's a real journalist, she's doing the work. Okay, well, continue to work. Why every day you want everybody to go back to the story? They can't debunk anything. They can't. No, the things have been debunked, but now we're talking about media today, because she's like, oh, people don't they don't do any research there. No, sis. The people, y'all don't care about the Black and brown creators that have put up their receipts, their own receipts, and said, we didn't know. And we have our names here. And we have put this in our bios. And that's simply what it is. You're talking about the big name people. You should have just named them. The fact that you mentioned the Black and brown creators who really were not aware and thought that they were following policy, and whether or not in their contract it said not to post where you're getting the money from, they still had it in their bio. Partnering with Chorus. Unaware, and have been saying, I get the article, but I was unaware. So when I'm speaking about people, I'm speaking, and y'all know I'm always going to talk about the Black aspect of it, because there is a huge blind spot. Y'all want me to focus on David Pakman. He's going to be all right. I promise you that. But the reputation of Elizabeth, after all the work that she's done, and they're saying, what work? Don't do that, because I even feel like
can I interrupt you real quick? Who kept saying what work as they were on a platform making money in the same fashion that Elizabeth makes money? Who was doing that? You don't have to call that name, but it was on Leftist Mafia.
But my thing, and I love my guys, but I just wanted them to understand, which I couldn't really, like, I could, but I didn't want to make it because I felt like it was uncomfortable for Ariana. She didn't want to talk about it, but I still brought it up because I wanted to see, I'm just coming back on in the space, and I wanted to know where, like, why isn't anybody really focused on the fact that this is just about people mad about where the bag is coming from, when for years, for a very long time, since politics was a thing, since media was a thing, funding has come from every corner and space to help them keep them lights on and to do all the other things, but to
money coming, it's coming from everywhere, left and right, just smacked in the face with money.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. And the thing is, I said multiple times, people should be transparent, especially because we have the space to do that and say no to this and say no to that. But to the person that's doing the content and is hungry and looking for ways to feed their family or whatever, because there is a huge gap in how this person gets paid and how this person gets paid. They're not looking at that from there. They're saying, okay, I'm going to be doing this work. I stand for this. And this is a check that's coming to me. Let me go ahead and sign it and whatever. I'm not saying it's okay. I absolutely think that people should be transparent. The people that they named who are just getting money in their sleep for just regurgitating talking points, people that they followed, but they're mad because these people are not real journalists and they're getting put in the middle of the rooms and at the forefront of these positions. That's where did you get your money? Why are they funding you to do it? We need to follow the money. We need to actually follow why healthcare is not where it is right now. We need to actually follow why immigrants are being attacked every single day. We need to follow why Donald Trump and friends are in the middle of DC waging war on people, and in other cities, on Black people. And you see, when I feel like that's the problem. When it's not an issue for you or in your circle or in an understanding, it's not, you won't see what I'm trying to actually say here. You won't.
Yeah.
You won't understand it. And that is the problem.
This works up. This works up our blood a little bit, doesn't it?
It actually, and the comments for me, for them to go from, and because again, audience changes, audience difference. It's the Rebecca's just using all these words. Somebody tweeted me, and I don't be on Twitter, but I got on there and somebody tweeted me and said, "Oh, look here, Matt is like my, and I love Matt." And I said, this is what I said on the show. Y'all got to be able to let us disagree and let us flesh out these thoughts without making it this type of thing that you're doing, because you are hell-bent on not understanding what I'm literally trying to say here, only off of the fact that you believe that influencers do not matter. Influencers have no, and again, they're not journalists to me, but they're saying, oh, influencers do not matter, do whatever. They matter enough to get people's eyes on stuff. They matter enough for people to start funding these things.
I see. I'm going to have to go get that episode.
Don't discredit. But I'm just saying, it's okay for us to disagree. We can do that, but it also fleshes out what the real problem is. We are on different sides of the spectrum. You don't understand why the problem with Taylor Lorenz and how we get online and immediately people that do not know any of the people that were listed in that article, they're attaching them to the major white names and saying that they are one and the same. When the truth is, the money and the amount of money that Chorus was giving to the major white names was not even close to the amount that they were giving to the black and brown people who were accepting not even a fraction, not even half, not even 25% of what the major names are getting. And that wasn't specified within the article. You see what I'm saying? Those are details as a journalist that you should have specified within the article.
Can we go through the details that she didn't specify in her article? Because I said a little bit about it last Saturday, and some folks got mad with me. And not that I care that people get mad at me.
They got to understand that we don't care. We done been through this. You know who we fought in this industry?
Y'all know what kind of devils we done went up against.
Okay, y'all talking about people who has 100 or 100,000 or 1 million subscribers. That I see people have a million subscribers. We've seen them and we've gone against them and we've saw them crash. So do not think that's the problem.
Right.
When you are not this is, to me, this is a thing about visibility. Why am I not in the center of the conversations anymore? Why am I not chosen? Because I am a journalist. Why am I not chosen to go here? Why are these other people being funded when they do not have the credentials? If you want to say that, say that. Go with the conversation about that. I believe that's one of the things that it's about. But I understand also, I'm right here, and I believe that transparency is also a thing. Me and you have talked about that, Ben, where we had to be transparent at a time of where funding was coming from for something that we were building.
Well, we had their whole logo on our you know.
Thank you.
You knew we were getting a check from Act TV because we had it everywhere. But Rebecca,
we worked with CYT. We worked with other, we've worked with other.
I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying.
We've done this so long.
And even when we're in the beginning of where we were working before, we didn't know where the money was coming from. We knew the money was coming for us to get home and pay our bills.
Right.
And when we found out, it was too late. So,
well, I mean, but none of the organizations that we took money from were any
dark.
of them were dark money.
We're dark.
Right.
But I'm saying there were people who were probably people who believed in very, very right-wing policies and things like that.
You talking about them folks in Atlanta?
They did not really care if they were just.
No, they didn't recommend. They wanted
care.
to make money. They were trying to make money.
That's what I'm telling you. So that's basically like, oh, who are you getting the money from, or who are these people? Do they care? So, anyways, this person on Twitter came and said, whoever they were like, oh, well, searched up Rebecca and Gaza, and she's never spoken about it.
How?
For years, Ben. You were one of the first people that put me on years before people were speaking about Gaza, and I'm talking about years. We're talking about like 2017. You were mentioning the Middle East, but specifically Palestine, very long ago, where you had sat me down and educated me on it, where we had conversations on Like It or Not in its earlier show,
first rendition,
to where
right.
we have exactly to where we are now. I have spoke about. And I'm not even saying this to as like, oh, this is to read it down to you, but I want y'all to know, not only am I speaking about Palestine and Gaza, how many times am I doing it? If I'm speaking about that, y'all know I'm speaking about Haiti. Y'all know I've mentioned and had a whole special here about Congo. Y'all know we were talking about Sudan. Don't ever play with me, and because you did a search on Twitter.
You're not even on Twitter.
Exactly. I don't even tweet. I said all my stuff is on visuals on big platforms and small platforms, but this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm telling you, where people will go because I said something that, as a Black person who's looking at it from what's going on social media, there is a divide that this article has caused, and they don't understand how this affects Black and brown creators versus the white creators. That it won't hurt, it won't touch. Just because you mention them, it's not going to touch them. And the definition and where the needle moves on who accepts money and what it's labeled as, because the way that I got online and saw the way that they were coming at people and saying, oh, this person takes dark money, this person takes dark money, and all of the creators that were fighting for their life, because the other ones don't give a damn. They're not even responding in a way that's saying, hey, that's not true. They don't really care. The white ones that got all the money, that's to accepting this so-called money, it's the Black ones that are fighting for their life because this is their reputation. And when I said that, they said, okay, it's not just because the article came out, It doesn't matter. Like it's not their fault that people think that about them. It absolutely is the fault of the person that wrote that with the intention to be salacious, with the intention to imply things that are not true, and to mention Black folks in a way that's attached to these white folks, knowing that the amount of money is a stark difference, knowing that the creators that accepted this are not in the same bracket as the other ones, knowing that who it's going to hurt. So the name attaching to the white creators, it is problematic. And the fact that I sat there with people who didn't understand it and who didn't even know who the Black creators were says a lot to me.
Yeah. Rebecca, let me jump in there. I want you to, and I'm not saying this.
Sorry, I haven't
anything.
been on.
No. I know. I want to say this not out of anything to try to temper you, because I think your righteous indignation is appropriate. I'm just hoping that you would back off a little, because you triggering me and about to make me snap on these fools too. And when let's look at the journalistic part. Here's the thing that bothers me about this article. Is there a single mother effer in this country who read this article who noticed that she didn't put a single contract example, not a screenshot, not even a transcribed copy of the words in the contract, but not a piece of the contract was revealed in this article. All we could do was take her interpretation of the contracts at face value without evaluating it ourselves. Rebecca, you nailed it. That's yellow journalism.
It is. And especially when Ariana, Ariana is she's a creator. She does her stuff. And she also has a journalism degree, but the way that she's being attacked as if she doesn't. And while to me, she's a baby in the game, right? She doesn't want to, in the same way I didn't. Remember, Ben, I was afraid to speak up against the people who were trying to silence us and all those things at the time. And I get it, when a creator feels bigger, but when you are using your power to tell people, if you don't say this or if you don't do that, I'm gonna add you to this. Are you crazy?
No. I won't though. Did she show that on the screen? Can I go and watch the episode?
And
okay, I'm gonna go get that.
She did,
because that's just the first thing. That's just the first thing. Let me go ahead.
Go ahead. And then people started to, in the comments who were against her, they started to then soften. Oh, well, that sucks. And then let me tell you what was said after that. What was said after that was, hey, well, Ariana, I see why you had a problem, because you were attacked personally. So it's a personal thing. And that bothered me, but I didn't say anything about it. But this is my thing. So Taylor emphasizes, because I wrote some things. She emphasizes like secrecy clauses and monthly payments to influencers. Fine. But she frames it as dark money. Okay. Right. Infiltration of the creator economy. Infiltration of the creator economy, specifically for people who work on the political side. But she singles out names and creators and commentators, like I said. But the thing is, a lot of them are Black and brown as examples of the program's reach. This is what I was writing. And I said, now the language, the secret contracts, the strings being attached, the inauthentic content, this is the language that was used. This is my point, and I want y'all to know, that's going to hit harder on the individuals than the funders and the bigger creators that they were naming, that they're absolutely mad at. Because I can guarantee you, Taylor don't give a damn about no Elizabeth Booker.
Oh, no.
Taylor doesn't give a damn about, she don't, just the same way as other people were in the comment section saying, who's Elizabeth? Who cares? Well, she's taking dark money. We need to know where the money is coming from.
Hang on. And I don't mean to cut you off, because I want to go through this methodically, because I'm dropping an article tomorrow on it. And because I had ignored it, I mentioned it last Saturday, and then I went and cooked my kids a pizza. All right. And I was minding my business. Then somebody, reached out and they were upset because of how I covered it. And I was like, well, you know what? Then now I have to pay attention to it, because then now when I paid attention to it, I read the article for a fourth time. Did anybody in this country know that course is the same exact political and IRS structure as our revolution by Bernie Sanders? Bernie Sanders had a 501c4. Course, our revolution rather, is a 501c4. Course is a 501c4. Did she mention that in the article at all? No,
I think they were arguing about another. It's like
1630 fund. I'm gonna get
That's
there.
what it is.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
okay,
there.
okay.
Go. Oh, no. Because I went piece by piece. So here's the thing: a good journalist would put that out there and say, "Course is a 501c4, just like our revolution." Did anybody know that? No, she didn't put that in the article. Let's go next to the 1630 Fund. Did anyone read the article and realize that the 1630 Fund has gotten groundbreaking achievements for leftist and progressive causes, from abortion rights being enshrined in the Constitution of Kansas, of Missouri, of several states, of ballot access initiatives, of all the things that leftists say they want to fight for? The 1630 Fund has accomplished it. I'm sorry. Did she say that in the art? Well, you know what she did, because she said it at the very bottom after she said everything else. So she doesn't tell you, number one, she doesn't give you the contracts to make a decision on your own. Number two, she doesn't tell you that the course is literally the same structure as our revolution. And everybody on leftist mafia, you know, I love them too, but everybody in progressive spaces, they worship the ground that our revolution and Bernie Sanders walked on back in 2016, 2020. She doesn't say that. Does she tell you that the 1630 Fund has done immeasurable good on the policies that we are fighting for, not only abortion rights, but climate change, ballot initiatives, voter access, all the things that we're fighting for? Did anybody get that from the article? No, because she didn't mention it. But let's go one step further. Not only does she not mention those things, but here's what she did most of all. She robbed every single one of us of the opportunity to make the decision for ourselves. And what bothers me about that is that progressives fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Like she told you, she took it and said, here, this is what you're supposed to think of this issue, without even giving you the ability or the details to make that decision on your own. No evidence, no receipts, except for salaciousness and innuendo from people who chose not to be a part of the program. Now, she also said, we already went through the obvious, and I think most people see this. When we say that this article is debunked, I'm not even saying that it was debunked. I'm saying that it's not journalism. The reason it's not journalism is because she told you that. Let me slow down. Let me get this one detail. By her not sharing the contracts, we don't know if this secrecy clause is anything more than an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Who has a contract in this country right now that doesn't have an NDA on it? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? There are no contracts in the United States of America that don't come with an NDA. But you would know that there was an NDA, that was a standard NDA clause. We can't tell why, because she didn't give you access to read the articles. All through the article, or the contracts, all through the article, she said the contracts that were viewed by Wired. Literally the phrase, go look at the article. Contracts reviewed by Wired. She didn't let you read the contracts, though, so you couldn't make up your mind. So now, we're going down the list. The next thing is, she said that people didn't admit that they were hiding the fact that they were in this program. Literally, example after example after example after example, at least about 7 to 10 examples of content creators who proudly let everyone know we're a part of Course. So let me ask you folks a question who feel like this is journalism. Every example of people who proudly announced that they were a part of Course announced it long before the article came out. How is it journalism for her to say this is what happened, but the reality is this is what the truth was? She said that they didn't and they couldn't and they were forbidden from disclosing. And here the reality is they absolutely disclosed because they were excited to be a part of the program. Can somebody, anybody tell me where this is actually journalism? She hid, she omitted, she left out, and she forced her opinion on you without you being able to evaluate it. That was not journalism. That was an opinion piece, folks. That was a gossip journalist. That was a gossip column. That's all that was. And what's sad about it is that what it does is, and she's a master of this. Oh, wait, I got two more examples. One, then she went on Glenn Greenwald's show. Me and Glenn go way back. We did work together about, I don't know, damn near 8 years ago. Me and Glenn fell out because Glenn decided to go towards fascism. I knew him. I know Glenn Greenwald enough to have gotten him on the phone before he went towards fascism. And I called him. I said, Glenn, you can't. And this is literally what I said. I said, Glenn, you can't possibly believe the shit that you're saying online, can you? And he's like, oh, well, yeah, no, I actually believe it. That was the end of our professional relationship. We never connected. He blocked me shortly thereafter. Glenn Greenwald, she went on this man's show to attack progressives in this program. But Glenn Greenwald himself is the biggest supporter of Citizens United. This is important, y'all. Citizens United. Glenn Greenwald has died on the hill of Citizens United since it was passed, since it was decided by the Supreme Court. Citizens United is literally the organization, or rather the decision that made dark money possible. I'm going to repeat that again. Citizens United is the exact Supreme Court decision that made dark money possible. She goes on that man's show and decides to attack progressives. And then they said this, Rebecca, last Saturday, they said this: the media on the right is authentic and grassroots, and the media on the left, Taylor Lorenz right there said this with Glenn, that we're fake and astroturfed and not genuine. Look at, I'm just wondering, at what point are progressives going to see who and what Taylor Lorenz truly is? Because you know what she is? I'll give her this name. She's a pro-left imposter. She is a pro-left imposter. She's controlled opposition. She's not only a pro-left imposter, she's controlled opposition. And this piece that everyone is saying is so journalistic. I'm actually wondering, have any of them understood what journalism truly is? Because she gave you no receipts. She left out important context. She left out counter examples. I'm sorry. I don't know how people even see this as journalism.
So I felt the same way. But and to me, the guys, I honor a lot of journalists who would have called that okay, especially with the exclusive that we got from one of our own. Don't attack no other person and try to, I've worked with people who came at me and used their power against me. You're writing me in because I did not because I didn't do or say what you wanted me to. Now you're saying, yeah, well, best look out when the article drop, because I definitely was putting your name in there. Yeah. That's crazy to me. And to bully, I don't care what we're doing. I think that we've actually evolved from that style, but we had a name for it then. And today it can't be just investigative journalism. Was investigative journalism, baby. People was going to get the tea, the story, but we knew when it dropped, the pieces would fall together. The pieces didn't fall together. This was a story based upon how are you getting funded? Because why are you getting funded? To me, this pushes the together. Each time you were quiet and then you put this article out. Now, every time you speak, you got to tag people and send them back to this article. Everything you do is now go to this article. Olay ain't even a journalist. She's a lawyer. But she got on the Breakfast Club and went against, what's that man name?
Eric Adams. Eric Adams.
After she did that, she went on to do more work. It was never every day continuing on and on and on and on and on and on. Did not make this the center. She even says in this video that it was 2 weeks. So, but I said to play this video, Ben, because it's basically answering all the things you just said. And this is her answer to it. Your questions, this is her answer to it.
We've got questions. She's got answers. Let's see what she has to say. Hang on a second here. Let's go.
And she posted this, yesterday?
That a bunch of Democratic influencers were taking part in. And there's not a single correction on the story, not one. For all the ranting and raving that these influencers have done online, making up conspiracy theories about me left and right, they have been unable to provide a single shred of proof that debunks a single claim in the article. Nothing has been debunked. They haven't provided it privately. They haven't provided it publicly. In fact, the people that have shown little bits of their contracts have only confirmed our reporting. So they can make up all the conspiracy theories that they want about me.
She should share that.
But the reality is that there is not a single correction on that story, because the story is 100% factual. And I really encourage people to look at the response to the story and judge, whether these content creators are trustworthy. Because the story could have come out and they could have said, oh, you know what? We should have been a little bit more transparent. Here's a little bit more about the program, Look at their reaction. It has been just a nearly 2-week-long crash out where they've mostly just been hurling personal attacks at me and making up conspiracies and really confusing people about dark money and political influence schemes overall. So I have a YouTube video out now with Anna Masolia, who is the former investigations editor at Open Secrets. She is one of the top journalists in the country covering dark money, and she debunks a lot of claims that you might have seen in these viral TikTok videos. The unfortunate reality about TikTok is that nobody has to abide by any sort of journalistic standards, and these people that have never covered
that's
this
where
industry,
you
don't
made
know
your
anything about it, just get up and start putting screenshots of newspaper articles and things behind them and spouting words. And they have no idea what they're talking about. They're not doing interviews to confirm their reporting. They're not speaking to people. So if you are...
See, I was being kind to her. I don't know. Is she going to say something meaningful in a second? Or is that it?
There's another clip.
No, is there? Because she's just, let's
stay tuned. I'm reporting a bunch of follow-up
Democrats and influencers and a lot on the right as well.
Because what I was kind of gentle in the article I'm writing about this, because it's not even really so much. It's not just about Taylor Lorenz. It's the fact that we go through this every 4 years. Every 4 years, there's 2 years. There's somebody who inserts themselves perfectly timed to destroy the solidarity that we need to fight against fascism.
The little bit that we built already, found a way to.
The little bit of and here's the thing, like, I need people to walk with me through this logical chain of reasoning. Are we supposed to be angry at Course because it took dark? Oh my God, I left out. Let me go back a minute.
Go ahead.
One of her primary funders, Taylor Lorenz, one of her primary funders, Pierre Audemars, who actually helped found and funded The Intercept, right? He donated $45 million to the 1630 fund.
Talk about it.
He's funding both the 1630 fund as well as Taylor Lorenz. I'm sorry, are we supposed to be mad at Brian Tyler Cohen and Course because they took money from the 1630 fund? Because the truth of the matter is the 1630 fund has done immeasurable good, and they do things that I would fight for. And so because they do things that I would fight for, how am I supposed to be mad about an organization paying money to do good things that we believe in? Are we supposed to be mad because Course is a 501c4? Well, our revolution is a 501c4. Are we supposed to be mad because there are secrecy clauses? Well, Taylor, were they secrecy clauses or NDAs? Because every contract in this country has an NDA. Are we supposed to be mad because they didn't disclose? Turns out they did disclose. Are we supposed to be mad because, and here's the thing, in the article, she didn't talk about Gaza at all, but everybody on the internet made it about Gaza. Okay, truth be told, full transparency from me, Rebecca, I didn't apply for the course program because of 2 reasons. Number one,
So you were invited.
Well, no. I saw it when it first came out. I saw it the day it came out. Me and Brian and I follow each other. I've known Brian for years. Like I'm in the creator space. I don't know him personally, but I do know him as a fellow creator. And I saw it when he dropped it, and then he was also on Roland Martin discussing it. And I didn't decide to apply for it. 2 reasons. I assumed that because certain people were affiliated with it, that I was not going to be able to talk about Gaza. So I just swiped right and just kept on going. I didn't think twice about it. As soon as I heard Brian list the names of people who were involved, I was like, that's the second reason was I'm not a liberal. I don't caucus with them. I don't want to be publicly like no harm, no foul. I think all of them are good people when it comes to fighting. I think Brian Taylor Cohen is cool cat when it's time to fight against MAGA. I think David Pakman is well enough when it's time to fight against MAGA. But I don't like David Pakman's politics when it comes to Israel and Palestine. I think all the rest of, and this is before I met any of these creators, right? This was back in November of 2024 when they announced it, before anybody was hired. The people he listed, I said, you know what? I don't want to be publicly affiliated or associated with them. That was my prerogative. I was wrong about Gaza, though, because multiple creators commented on Gaza on a regular basis. So my question is, are we supposed to be mad at this article because they couldn't talk about Gaza? Well, folks, they did talk about Gaza. Are we supposed to be mad at Course because they couldn't criticize the Democratic Party? Well, folks, literally almost all of them, from Brian Tyler Cohen down, criticized the Democratic Party. What aspect of this are we supposed to be mad at? That leaves us with one thing, the mere presence of dark money. Okay, then we got to have a conversation about how we fund anything when overwhelming the majority of money that is in media as well as in politics is pure dark money. Have that conversation if that's the conversation that you're going to have.
Yeah.
They're not having that conversation. Last but not least, if you don't like the creators that Brian Tyler Cohen picked, if that's what it is, that's a you problem and a Brian Tyler Cohen problem, right? It's also a me problem. I don't want to be affiliated with them. I want to be affiliated with Rebecca, DJ Exclusive, the Black Family, ThisSpace.tv. But that doesn't give us the ground, the journalistic ground, the moral ground to stand up and say, hey, this is wrong. No, it's two things. You don't like dark money. I get it. Now you got to grapple with the reality that we're a nation that's flooded by dark money, or you don't like the influencers. I get it. Go and start your own program and find leftists. We need money over here at Like It or Not. Go start your pure leftist platform and get it funded and send money to us, and we'll keep talking about what we talk about. The problem is that people aren't logically thinking this through, and that's what scares me the most about the so-called left, because aren't we supposed to be the logical ones? Aren't we supposed to be the people who think things through thoroughly? Are we not the people who are supposed to look for the evidence? Because there was no evidence in the article. It was all hearsay. I'm sorry.
Not only was it all hearsay, she said no one has debunked me. And here's the thing: in this conversation with Ariana that she put on our show, and I'm just going to go over what she put on our show. I personally do not like people to be bullying folks. You put this article out, and you've bullied folks into trying to get them to say something, make commentary, or whatever. You bullied them by trying to place words in their mouth. The original article, according to Ariana, and I'm only gonna talk about nothing personal, but only what we spoke about on the show. So you guys can refer back to the Leftist Mafia's episode earlier this week on Thursday. But the original article was supposed to come out about Chorus putting women's faces without their consent on,
right.
I believe
that was I can't pronounce our sister's last name, but it was running for office.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, yeah,
and so the misogyny, the sexism, all that, she's gonna place that, being the thing. Now looking, and you find the position to change it up. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, this dark money aspect. But Taylor, baby, with your description of it, you've been taking it too. A lot of people were in my comments saying, but it's billionaire money. Baby, let me tell you, everything that you watch, the things that you purchase, dark money, right? The places that we go to buy our food every day because we have no other choice, because that is the grocery store in our neighborhood. You spending your money in a place that's like you got to think about what actually matters. And why does this affect you as a viewer? Why? Think about how this affects you, but think about what this person's motive is as they are sitting there telling you to go. How is the wire funded? Who, what else? Y'all can go back.
They're literally all funded by somebody's billionaire. There are almost no websites that get enough traffic to actually be funded by advertisement. They are all funded by billionaires on the back end. But let me just, everybody, again, folks, I need y'all to understand in the chat room, I hear y'all saying that the dark money, let me pull up a particular comment from, where did that one go? The dark money wasn't disclosed. Okay, here we go, folks. How many of the, let's really think this through. They were working for Course. Course is not a dark money entity. Course is a 501c4, just like our revolution. How many of those content creators, how many people outside of Brian Tyler Cohen, who founded Course, knew that he was getting his funds from the 1630 fund? When they cashed their checks, it didn't say the 1630 fund, it said Course. When that direct deposit came into their account, it didn't say the 1630 fund, it said Course. But she lays this at the feet of people who didn't even know where they knew their checks was coming from Brian Tyler Cohen. That's the first thing. But secondly, you're not going to make me mad at the 1630 fund. The 1630 fund, which is a dark money entity. You know why you're not going to make me mad at them? Because they have done more good for actual victories for progressives, and we can list them. She didn't list them. They have done more good for our causes than the totality of the entire left-wing media echo chamber, along with Taylor Cohen, whatever her name, not Tyler Cohen, but Taylor Lorenz. They have done more tangible good. There are women who have access to reproductive care in Kansas right now because of the 1630 fund. The 1630 fund is the boogeyman, dark money. Now, take them out of the equation. Who's going to secure the abortion rights for women in Kansas? Because nobody else stepped up to the plate. The 1630 fund did. People got to realize something. Some things are amorphous and they have they're a tool. They are simply a tool. You put fire in the hand of an arsonist, and what do you get? You get the MAGA media echo chamber that's funded by nothing but dark money all day to the tunes of billions of dollars. You put that same tool in the hands of leftists, and what do you get? At the 1630 fund, you get the exact policies that you say you want. Now, for everybody who's still scared of the specter of dark money, tell me who is going to accomplish the good that the 1630 fund. Should we get rid of dark money? Absolutely. We should get it out of politics. But you know who champions it more than anybody else? Glenn Greenwald. And you know who was on his show last week kissing ass and sucking up over this article? Taylor Lorenz. If it's really about dark money, she shouldn't have gone on his show because his whole existence is about dark money.
So Life, I love you a lot. Thank you, right, for your comment. But we have to be honest here. And this is the thing. Somebody said, bring her on the show. I would never bring her on the show because the divisiveness that she's already caused. I've already told you guys once, twice, 3, 10 times that I would never be on any other platform that I used to do, those types of things that I used to do, and go on and debate with people who already have done the destruction. And if we didn't make any points to show the holes in their stuff, but to also show, hey, there's a problem with this progressive leftist, we're all together situation, right? This is what it exposed. You telling me you named 2 major white folks as the issue, including Pac-Man, right? And then everybody else that you labeled are Black and brown creators. Smaller ones that did not get a fraction of what was being paid to the bigger creators. And and somebody mentioned that said that they would love to see the contracts that Taylor never put her hands on, but would love to see the contracts that would show, I can guarantee you, maybe the difference between what was being paid. The verbiage probably was different for the bigger creator versus the smaller creator. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like
the money was certainly different.
You dropped this in the heat of the moment. It was just, you know what an investigative piece, sometimes it takes people years to get the real details. They in the back of, they talking to everybody they can talk to. They're building actual relationships, not threatening folks for information, not giving it, just compiling it in 3 months, 4 months. No. If y'all wanted to make this a real piece that actually had some legs, that was actually journalistic, it would have had everything in it.
She would have had the contracts in it.
But this is the fact of the matter. By her definition, this is what I'm simply going to say. She takes dark money. You guys say to disclose where the money is coming from. I am with you on being transparent of where the money where the money is coming from. She's not. So many other creators. Y'all letting this girl rile you guys up. Meanwhile, ask her to be transparent where every dollar that she had since she's been in this game came from.
This comment here, Washa, the parts of the contract that stipulate they can't support or oppose political candidates without express authorization is shit that they're guaranteed to lean on in the primaries. Here's the thing. What parts of the contract say that? We haven't seen the contracts. We only have her interpretation of it. And you know what the interpretation said? Is that they had to run their interviews. This is her interpretation. The interviews that they did with politicians had to be authorized and run through course. And then what did they say the reason was? Was because they wanted to coordinate so that other people could get those same interviews. I don't care about the justifications that they give on this. What I care about is that people are running with interpretations of contracts that they didn't read themselves, that's not said or disclosed in this article. And so so many people on the left, progressives, you are grandstanding on something that you did not confirm with your own eyes. You took her word for it. Well, fine. Maybe you trust her that much. But now we have evidence from so many different creators that literally contradicts timestamps. I'm not talking about opinions. I'm talking about time-stamped videos that confirm that they did the literal opposite of what she accused them of. So without the contracts to view, without her even mentioning contradictory evidence, she created a frame, and the left just ran with it and said, hey, Taylor Lorenz said that this is what's happening. She didn't give us any evidence. Can anybody in this chat right now say that they have seen the evidence with their own eyes? I guarantee you, I'm not talking about our chat now. Let me be nice to our chat. I'm talking about most of the people on Twitter who are losing their minds, going after everybody. I bet you a majority of them didn't even read the article. Because if they had read the article, they would know, wait a minute, the article has no contracts in it. So how can I know what a secrecy clause is separate from an NDA? You can't.
So Denise in the chat is saying that Wired backed the story. Do you know, I was writing something the other day, and I think two credible sources got something wrong. And it's still up till this day. You think that Wired backing this story means much? A lot of this brought Wired a lot of people. This brought a lot of eyes. This probably broke the internet for Wired. But you need to understand the bigger impact right here is that the donors and the orgs behind Chorus are going to be the ones that still are in the shadows. Their names are brought to the forefront. It is the people that she named. And again, David Pakman is going to get up, set his camera, they're looking for him to make a statement. He doesn't have to make a statement. Do you know the people who are fighting for their lives right now? It's those the smaller folks, creators. That's so right. You need to understand that this divide is going to work in favor of the political elites. And right now, Taylor Lorenz is acting like she is a political elite, a journalist in the space that is an elite that needs to tear down the other, the credibility of the grassroots creators. And that's the real problem. We are not, y'all got to understand. Again, I'm going to stand 10 toes down on this. The definition of the dark money that she's talking about before, I guess 5 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago, by definition, I'm guarantee you that she's taking dark money.
Absolutely.
Billionaire money to fund anything that she is doing or saying. And as it became to slow down and they weren't calling her to the forefront, they weren't calling her to invite her to this, they weren't doing, she needed to now do an investigative piece that has no investigation, but more bullying into people to tell them, if you don't speak, I'm going to still make this on the record because you never said on the record.
I off the record. Yeah, I'm fascinated by that part, Rebecca. That part is what really blows me away. What else blows me away is just the big gaping hole of logic and reasoning. We're supposed on the left, and I, you know what? She did the same thing. I'm all over the place because all the article that I'm writing is in my head. She did the same thing with some other work that she does. What Taylor Lorenz does is she omits, she does not include the necessary evidence. And somebody in the chat room said, well, if she included the contracts, that would out her sources. She named every one of her sources in the article. She put them by name. And then furthermore, you can certainly put a contract up while redacting the name of the individual. There's literally no justification. There's no journalistic justification for her to have not included the actual contracts so that people could see for themselves. There's no journalistic justification for the fact that she did not provide a single counter example that disproved her point. Family, you're going to have to help me with this. If there was evidence out there that disproved the point that she was making, she, number one, either didn't go look for it, or two, knew it was there and ignored it. Folks, both of those is journalistic malpractice. How do you overcome that hurdle when you're making your assessment of how much you should trust this article? That and the fact that people are so emotionally driving this based on emotions and based on their dislike for particularly, I think, David Pakman. I think a lot of, if we're going to keep it 100 here, a lot of people are driving their dislike of this article and this entire program because of their dislike for David Pakman. Okay, fair game. Yes. But you know what? Like Rebecca said throughout this whole thing, David Pakman's not the one who's suffering. You know who else is going to suffer besides those low-level, entry-level, beginning content creators? I don't say that to insult them. I say that because there's a new class of influencers and creators that come in like every 2 years, right? So they're like the freshman class. They're definitely going to suffer. But do you know who else is going to suffer? The entire left-leaning media space. You know why?
That's what I'm trying
because
to get
nobody is going to fund them, and nobody's going to try to get funding for it.
No. Most billionaires are rich people in spaces that you don't agree with and they fund a lot of everything. And that's where the money, I'm not saying disclose your money, right? Be transparent. And I also think that the left needs a better strategy, because if this is the strategy that we're going to go on, is the hill we're going to die on, we're never going to get anywhere. It's going to be constant. Go ahead.
In the middle of a fascist takeover, no less, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep our eye on the ball. You know why I'm okay with the course program most of all? Because they fighting against MAGA. And I don't really care about too much more when they just got rid of vaccines in the state of Florida. I don't really care about too much more when he's dropping the National Guard in black communities in Chicago, in DC, and in Baltimore. I don't really care about too much more than fighting fascism here in the United States as well as in Gaza, right? But now I want to address this. Where are the receipts that she lies by omission, Ben? My family, my dearest, my beloved people, go read the article and see what's missing. What's missing are the contracts. What's missing? Any counterexample for her claim. A journalist would not push an agenda. They would present you with the evidence. She gave you her position and she omitted every example that countered her position. What in specific? That there were people who criticized the Democratic Party. She said that they couldn't do it. Well, here's at least 7 people who did. She said that they couldn't disclose. Well, here's at least 7 people that did. What else did she omit? The fact that Go ahead.
No, you're right. Here's at least 7 people that did. And when I tried to explain that to my beautiful brothers at the Leftist Mafia, love them, mean it. But it was like, it's because these are people that you know. That's why you're mad. And I said, no, these are the 7 people these are people that have said it. Even Ariana was making the point. And they said, well, David Pakman didn't say anything. Like, those are the things, like those people. That's why I'm like, y'all know them, but these are the people that said, I ain't know. I thought this was a bag I was getting to do some work. I signed up. I got my first bag to continue to push out some progressive content that I've been doing for free anyway, because I want to do it. And so here's where my contract is. Here's where it said for me, even though it said not for me to put it, I had it in my bio that I worked with these people. I've said that I did a whole reel about me partnering with Chorus for the year or for the foreseeable future. I've done this. So here's my issue. Because the ones that they are really wanting to say something ain't saying nothing, then it doesn't matter how else the other issue. But the thing is, I want y'all to know, this article has brought out other issues, and specifically a racial divide, a racial leftist divide that shows that if y'all don't care who those smaller creators are who are predominantly Black and brown, then they don't matter. But the ones that y'all care about, the ones that have been taking money, who are those white creators who sit at the top of all this stuff in the progressive world right now. And I need y'all to know, whoever sits at the top of the progressive world for right now will not sit at the top of it in 5 years. I want y'all to know that. It literally is ever changing. Even though for y'all that just met me and Ben, it's hard to believe we were literally the face.
Yeah, we were here before everybody
2017.
else. Yes,
we were making we were hitting millions, and now it's just like it's going to be ever changing. It's going to be ever changing. I've made my criticisms about how it's ever changing, and the people that are coming out, they are funding and doing all this are not real journalists. But do I think that they should stop getting their bag when this is literally the hill that Democrats want to die on when it comes to strategy? Do not allow this journalists or whoever to put bugs in your ear. Do your own research. I advise you as viewers or as people who are reading or people who are, don't let this be the hill you die on. You putting more effort and work into where this money is coming from rather than actually looking up where Taylor money be coming from or other issues that actually make sense right now. Or the points that Ben just made. All these places are all dark money that's funding these things that's actually saving the little things that we can save right now as we speak. This is literally how it works. Does it suck? Absolutely. But the people that y'all want to speak aren't speaking up. They're gonna post another video. They're gonna do fine. Go ahead, Ben.
I'm wondering why, somebody gonna have to tell me why I shouldn't be, why should I not like Brian Tyler Cohen? I have my own personal thing with David Pakman, right? And I've said it several times on the show, and I think it's the same thing everybody
I don't care for
has.
any of them, but
but I'm just curious, like, I'm not, y'all, when we're fighting fascists in this country, it's like saying we shouldn't, are you going to turn away never Trumpers right now? Are you not going to fight side by side with a never Trumper? Like a never Trumper is a former GOP person who is adamantly against Trump. On nine things out of 10, I'm not going to rock with them. But you think I'm going to not line up with them and fight against Trump? And I wonder, I think the real thing is that there are a lot of people, and this goes right to what you're saying, Rebecca. There's a lot of people for whom the consequences are not going to be felt the way it's going to be felt by others. Like Trump is attacking the Black community specifically. Yes, he's targeting the LGBTQIA community, and we stand in solidarity.
And the Black community is a part of that too.
Exactly. Yes, he's attacking immigrants, and we're standing in solidarity with them.
And the Black community is a part of that too.
Amen.
People like to forget.
Exactly. And now, amen. He is attacking the core of who we are. So you think I'm going to care that Brian Tyler Cohen is basically a centrist liberal who hobnobs with the Democratic establishment? Now, if Brian Tyler Cohen had been completely silent and said nothing about Gaza, I'd be giving him the same side eye that I give David Pakman. David Pakman and I, if we ever talk again, we're going to have to talk about Gaza first and foremost. But I've seen Brian Tyler Cohen not only go after Democrats, go after the Democratic establishment, as well as stand up for Gaza. I don't really like his tweets. Everything's breaking news with him. I'm like, well, you didn't break the news, Brian Tyler Cohen. Why you keep putting that in my timeline? I'm like, settle down, just share the tweet. You ain't got to be, there's stuff that I don't like about him, but you're not going to make me say, I will not work with him in our fight against the fascism that's in our doors, that's in our neighborhoods, that's coming down our streets, that's targeting Black people very specifically. You're going to have to go along. And last but not least, you're not going to make me mad at the 1630 group. That's the dark money entity. You know why you're not going to make me mad with them? Because they have done more tangible, actual good for progressive values. Number two, there is not a piece of evidence. I've been searching all week. I said, if the 1630 group has taken money from Zionists or is funding Zionism, I got a real big problem with them. I mean, I would change my entire opinion about this matter. I would flip on a dime if I can find $1 that came from Zionists or $1 that went to Zionists. It does not. And what the thing, and here's a part about dark money. We can't trace where the money came from, but we can trace where it goes and where it went. Not a single entity on their 990, which I went through years of their 990s. Not a single entity is affiliated with Zionism in any form. But you know where some money went? To pro-Palestinian rights. There's an organization that was funded by the 1630 Dark Money Group that's fighting for Palestine right now. Did she include that in her article? Of course not. Why? Because she needed to create a frame that will do exactly what was done, which was not only divide the left, but amplify her career.
And that's the point. And so again, I'm the type of person, I don't really care for none of those creators. I wouldn't work with them, but Ben, I understand your point. I respect it.
But there's a difference between working with them. Like I said, at the beginning of my part, I said I didn't sign up for it because I don't want to be publicly affiliated with them.
Say that.
But guess what? If it's an article, if it's something that's going to help us fight, I will you think I'm going to retweet Brian Tyler Cohen? If it's something that's really going to help us along the way, you think I'm going to ignore it and be like, oh, I don't like him, so I can't retweet it. I only do that for Zionists. You know who I don't retweet? I don't care what you say that was great. If you are a Zionist, I will not retweet you. I got to put this up on the screen, make sure I read it right. Vanessa says, I disagree with this whole argument. It doesn't make sense. The people who pay money to these creators that support Zionism will not give money to leftists, period. I just went through this. The money came from the 1630 group. You go through their 990 documents of who they paid out. They have given no money to Zionists. You know who they've given the money to? At least one pro-Palestinian group. So that kind of, honestly, that deads this argument. The problem is that people are arguing this so passionately from a place of being uninformed. Yeah. And when you are uninformed, you are easily malleable and moldable and manipulated by someone like Taylor Lorenz, who has strategically left out critical details from this article that would have given you the opportunity to make the decision for yourself. But instead, the entirety of the left, particularly the white left, y'all are running headlong with this. And I'm like, well, don't make it about identity politics. I'm looking at pattern recognition. The people who are the loudest about this, who are running with this without evidence, except for the opinion that she gave you, is what it is.
And the only thing that has been said, right, that the pushback that people are telling me is these are influencers that are getting paid and shouldn't be getting paid to do the work of journalists. People need to disclose where they're getting their money. My thing is, are you just now coming up with that point? Because for years, these people haven't been disclosing where they got their money. You can't tell me that the creators that you guys are following have disclosed where they've been getting their money, who they've been funding, or who's been funding them, or who's been sponsoring their stuff, for how many times they need to post. You do not know that for years. So I believe that there should be transparency 100%. But this is a new conversation that we're having. But the thing is, that conversation has led to other things. People their people's careers, their livelihoods, how they eat, their work is being dismissed as we shouldn't trust them because they took money from Chorus. That's going to stop their bags further. They're going to give other people the same bag to do the same work, but now they don't want to, these people won't be worked with. But you know who will be? The people that you guys want to say something. They're not, because of their white privilege. And y'all can fight me on this. In this space, you want those two creators that are the biggest ones named, especially at the top of the article. You want them to say something, like Taylor just said. She said, nobody's really saying anything. Yes, they are. All of those creators you don't give a damn about are saying something. But the ones that you are so mad about that you want to say something, they're not going to say anything because they know they're not going to get canceled. They got a whole audience a whole team of people and a lot of other dark money where the Chorus has came from.
Yeah. No,
it would like we can't die on the hill of we're gonna sit here and diminish these creators and tell them that they're influencers. And my thing is, as much as I know that to me journalism is not the same thing as what they be doing, people still go to them for information.
But I also know that this ain't journalism either. I also know unequivocally, and as a person who you studied it, you have a master's degree in it, don't you, Rebecca?
Yes, I have a master's degree. I
In
have
journalism.
literally 2 degrees in journalism. I have degrees in the vintage journalism, so I know how that works. I've written for papers. I've worked on the radio. I've worked at local TV news stations. And when I elevated, I've worked in this space of
and you called it
when it first came out. I called
the first word out of your mouth about this was yellow journalism.
Because they don't know, they don't use that word. They don't even.
They don't understand what it is.
I'm sitting with people right now. Look, that's what got me. I'm like, we can hate on these influencers or new creators who are, now in the forefront of spaces. And I think that they need to do better research when they're doing their stuff. But I cannot sit here and say that their influence or it doesn't have power. That's why Democrats want to work with them. I think the strategy should be 100% much better than how they're doing it.
Yeah.
But we cannot sit here and say we want the left to do better. We want and focus 2 weeks on where y'all got your money from.
But
do you know what's happening that we should be talking about as the left? Do you know what's happening but the fact that y'all said, who cares about those creators that are being affected? But the
Rebecca,
2 main ones that we want to say something didn't say anything. Sorry,
Rebecca, here's the thing. No. I just wanted to echo on what you just said. 2 weeks on this article, which I was happy to ignore, but people keep bringing it up. So here we go. Here we are. Y'all want to talk about it? How quickly did they forget that there are National Guard troops in Black communities in DC right now?
They don't care about that. Where you got your money from?
How quickly did they forget that the MAGA misinformation machine is so powerful that they have now convinced the majority of Americans that all of the mass shooters in this country are trans? People we're not talking about that. We're talking about this yellow journalism. And you know why this is yellow journalism? And there's we can have all kinds of opinions on Brian Tyler Cohen. We can have all kinds of opinion on David Pakman, as you should. You should have all kinds of opinions on influencers versus content creators, which is the same thing, but I digress. But you cannot look at this article and deny that it is yellow journalism through omission. It's yellow journalism because it asserts an opinion without providing you the evidence to look and confirm for yourself. If somebody in this audience or anybody else's audience can go into this article and show me where a contract is. Now, what people are saying, Brian Tyler Cohen should release the contracts. That's his prerogative, if he wants to or not. She's the journalist, quote unquote. Why didn't she release the contracts? You know why? Because I guarantee you, if you read the contracts, it's going to sum up to a nothing burger because secrecy clauses are in NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. They are in every contract. And maybe folks haven't signed contracts before. Maybe, okay, we'll give you that. But you know what? A journalist would inform you of that instead of making an NDA that is a standard boilerplate part of every contract, making that sound like a secrecy clause. A real journalist would say the contract said X, but this content creator did Y.
It would say in the contract that we are not able to show you, that I have in hand, but I'm not able to show you due to whatever reasons. We can say X, Y, and Z. Redacting, saying where you don't have to. It wouldn't out the source. I know a lot of people saying this is the thing. You guys are going off of what journalism is today, right now. I've worked in it. There are so many ways around it. There are so many ways you can get information. There are so many ways that you can say when we contacted such and such, this is what we got. We actually have looked at the paper, but we, due to legal reasons, this is all we can say, or whatever the case may be. You are just going off of the fact that I want to know where y'all got your money, because why is the left funding y'all? But again, I'm saying the same thing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm saying the same thing over and over and over and over. I understand. You guys may disagree with me, and this is what I want y'all to be clear. I'm okay with y'all disagreeing. That doesn't bother me any. You guys may agree with things that we say sometimes, and you may disagree. I'd rather this chat than the one that I had on Leftist Mafia that night. Everybody read me for filth because they didn't like that I disagreed, period. But when you understand it from the point of view I'm talking about, the shoes that I'm standing in, the skin color that I have, the fact that I am a creator and I understand what it is not to be able to eat because you're creating for free. And but mind you, these same creators are not caring about the fact that jobless. Yes. A lot of us are jobless and doing this thing. We can't get a job right now because we are part of the number that under Donald Trump's new regime, Black people are the most unemployed right now.
Right
now.
Yeah.
The highest number. So right
care.
now, you guys do not give a damn, but these are the things that we should be talking about and how to make better. So at least we utilize each other, get together, do the work together, and speak about it. But because on this side of the internet, I'm sorry, Ben, I just want to put this point out. Because on this side of the internet, it has to be Black creators who work in this space that partner with the white creators in this space, and that's it. You're never really going to see white ones really reach out to the Black ones to have to go on their platform or work with them because the issues are not that important when it comes to the leftist issues about that. But the truth is, the people that are being hurt the most because of anything that our president does right now are the ones that are being silenced in this article when they're screaming the loudest.
Yeah, it's the same exact effect of what happens on social media when our voices get throttled by the algorithm. This article is the same exact thing. I want to make a clear distinction here, folks. 90% of what we're saying, we're not even saying to the people watching us live right now. We're saying this because we want folks after the fact. I want Taylor to see this. I want David Packman to see this.
I'm not afraid.
I won't. We're talking to the leftists in general. We've been here so long. And here's a beautiful thing about this, Rebecca. Like you and I, we're living proof of the integrity that they want. You and I are living proof. We have turned down money. We have blown up. You saw I blew that whole thing with the Trump thing. I blew that thing.
We lost money.
We've lost money. We've been in the unemployment line in this space. In political commentary space, just in the last 7 years of me, Rebecca and I knowing each other, probably going almost damn near 10 years now, right? In that time, we have disclosed that we were taking money from Act TV because we put them on our logo. Every morning you would watch us during the pandemic. There was the Benjamin Dixon Show on Act TV. We disclosed that we were working with TYT. We also walked away from TYT because we didn't like some of the stuff that they were doing. So we are the living example of the integrity. And you know what that integrity cost? Something that most of these not a single one of, and I love you all over the leftist mafia, but none of you would do the work if it cost you what it cost me and Rebecca. Taylor Lorenz would not do this work if it cost her what it cost me and Rebecca. They wouldn't, because they're making enough money to live and to thrive. I say all that to say this. There is only so many patrons and subscribers and followers in the left space. Not every content creator is going to be able to be funded the way Taylor Lorenz is funded. Not every single content creator. Now, you could say, oh, well, too bad, so sad. Then what you have just done, and unless you could answer this for me, show me how we're going to get a media infrastructure that can even push back against MAGA. Right now, MAGA gets to say trans people are the leading cause of mass shootings in this country, and we don't have an infrastructure to even slow down that lie. So are we going to build that media infrastructure with nothing but patrons and subscribers? Because I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Rebecca and I do this work every Saturday for free. We have people who might shoot us some money here and there, and for that we are eternally grateful. Not playing y'all at all. My patrons know, those that remain know I love you all with everything that's within me. But we don't have, and I'm not talking about me and Rebecca anymore. I'm talking about the left in this country, and I mean all the way from the David Packman and the Brian Taylor Cohen centrist libs, all the way to the communists. I'm talking about that entire. There does not exist enough money that is being circulated into the media system for us to fight back. We have no infrastructure. So I'm going to ask.
And when the money is, hold that thought because I want you to ask. And when the money is being distributed, because now we've exposed a bigger point that we've always talked about, but now we've exposed a bigger point. When the money is being distributed, who's the last to get it? When they do distribute any coin, when it's to the left, there's not enough of it. But where's it to? It shows the big divide and the on purpose ignorance. When I tried to say why this is affecting, everybody told me to shut the hell up. You're just all over the place. I'm trying to find a way that doesn't say y'all white. The bigger issue for y'all ain't what we're seeing over here. This is what we're talking about. We don't have the same issues. I don't care if y'all on the right, on the left, in between. If you're black and you're white, you don't have the same issues. You're not going to consume the same news. We do not follow the same people. Y'all don't know who she is. Meanwhile, she's one of the biggest names and voices when it comes to the left, black folks. She was at the DNC. Y'all weren't. And you're allowing Taylor Lorenz to sit here and say, oh, nobody said anything. I don't care. But you're hurting people. Your article, which has a lot of holes and lack of information, but does say something about dark money, I think that you could actually, if you wanted to hone in about dark money, that could have been, we could have had a story there for people to be more transparent about where they're getting their coin from, right? We could have had a story there, but you didn't. And that's what I want y'all to know. This caused a divide, one that we're talking about right now, that the words that are coming out of our mouth is being, you guys are looking at it and translating it to, should we not know where the money comes from? We should know where the money comes from, but your favorite people, even the one that wrote the article, has not told you where her money has come from for years. And if you go down the line, you may find it. That's my point. You may find that she, from her definition, has accepted dark money.
She's getting money from Pierre Audemars, who is also donating money to the very dark group entity that she attacked in this article. Folks, you're going to have to help me understand why it's okay for her to receive money from somebody who's contributing to the same fund that we're supposed to be mad at. You're going to have to help me with that. It makes that he donated $45 million to the 16. You're going to have to help me understand why we should be. Name one reason why we should be upset with the 1630 group as a function of what they have accomplished for us on the left. I would venture to say that most people outside of today's episode probably aren't even aware of all of the material good the 1630 Fund has done. And I will go one step further. They have not donated a single dollar to a Zionist organization in all of the years of the 990s that I was able to get access to and review. So you're going to have to help me to understand, why is the 1630 group a shadowy, dark, secretive cabal of liberal dark money that we should fear?
Pull up John's comment. John McDropout. It says, lies. Taylor is very upfront about the money. And we just, when y'all want to use the word debunked, what
money?
What money that she takes, I guess, that she's transparent about the money that she takes.
Was that until this week?
There aren't any dark sources. You are doing the same false equivalency. No, I'm telling y'all to do y'all work, because I can guarantee you, I've been working in this business very long, because by her definition, everybody has received some kind of dark money, something. So do not explain to me. You guys are allowing her to, like I said, you guys are making this rage. Like this is some sort of rage bait to me. But the people that are getting affected, y'all are the ones that are here and battling out. The only ones that are, most of the ones that are just saying, hey, y'all, check the sources. Check the story out for what it is. Look at the people who are getting hurt the most. Why does the terms change when it is related to mostly, because that's the truth, mostly black folks? Why is the term like, why? Those are the things that we're on. These are the people who are losing. That's all we're saying. You guys are here saying, Taylor, but Taylor, she made a good point. And y'all mad. The people that are saying the most and doing the pushback are the black creators, are the Black journalists, are the Black. We see something different. We feel something different. We know what this actually is going to do.
But Rebecca, I'm gonna cut you off. But they don't care about that. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm not talking about everybody.
It's true,
so don't get your
they don't
knickers in a bunch. Don't get your knickers in the bunch. I'm not talking about everybody, but there's a whole group of them that have absolutely no regard for that. They also have no regard for, I'm going to say it, they have no regard for the LGBTQIA community either. Why? Because we literally cannot do anything to help defend our allies in media because we simply don't have the money. And you can't tell me this one here, like, I'll take this one down because this one doesn't, there's no false equivalence when we say this. This is a true statement. She gets her money from the same billionaire that has funded the 1630 fund. Taylor Lorenz receives her money from the same billionaire that put $45 billion in, I'm sorry, 45 million, not 45 billion, but $45 million into the 1630 fund. Pierre Audemars is the same person that puts $8,000. Did you know she was making $8,000 a month, just like the rest of them? $8,000 a month from Pierre Audemars, who donated $45 million to the 1630 fund, who gave the money to, of course, who Brian Taylor
Tell her to talk about that.
Come on.
Tell her to talk about that, John. Tell her to talk about that. That's what I'm saying. But nobody will. Ben, what we're going to say is going to get lost in the abyss because that's not the conversation that people want to go
No, it's
with.
not. But that's what the conversation we're going to have, though. We're going to have that conversation because.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't even like the fear.
This is, wait, hang on. But also the ignorance. Ben, dude, my guy, the simple fact that BTC, if you got an issue with BTC, make that clear. Here's my, state your issue with BTC, and I'm going to state my issue with David Pakman, that I have not heard him say anything about Gaza except for excusing an actual attack from Israel. That I got a problem with. That's why I didn't sign up for it. That's why I would never be affiliated with him. However, you're not giving me the reasons why other people should be taken down because of him. If you want to go after him, that's fine. If you want to go after Brian because you don't like how much of a liberal he is, that's fine. I don't, whatever. I'm not here to defend either one of them. But what you cannot defend is that what's on the screen, this article, is yellow journalism. It is salaciousness. It is hearsay. You know why it's hearsay? Because they didn't give you the chance to actually verify anything. Did you even know that Course was the same IRS financial structure as Bernie Sanders' Our Revolution? You didn't. And you know why you didn't know? Because she didn't mention it and you didn't think to look it up, because most of you all haven't been in the game long enough to understand how all of these people are financially incestuous. They all share the same money. They all share the same billionaires. They all go to the same parties.
We've been in places, we've watched, we see who talks to each other, who takes money. I'm telling you, it's very, like Ben said,
it's financially incestuous. They all
put that on a shirt. But no, I want to move on from this story because we
done. It's Saturday. My wife got dinner cooked at lunch.
That's true. That's true. I wanted to get into more, but we're not. I was going to get into Tabitha. I was going to get into a lot of other things. Y'all, we'll do another show earlier in this week to come. I didn't want this show to be this way, but I think I had to go ahead and let
it was still on you. It was still on you. I didn't realize that happened on Thursday night. But because
I didn't mind it. But when I woke up this morning to the threats don't bother me. But I don't even. It's sad.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Threats. Oh yeah. People threatened me from whatever in my DMs and saying just because I said I don't agree and I said I do not like how Black creators are being pushed out and attacked and singled out. And I'm telling you, I was told because I know her. I don't know Elizabeth Booker. I know her work, but I know the other creators. I've seen their work as well. And I've never seen them to be people to ever do anything to compromise their first bags or them being able to do the work a little bit more or them being able to do the same thing as their white peers in the space. That's all I wanted to say, that this is causing division, and this person that we are discussing and allowing to letting them do all that they're doing is more than just It's not, the conversation should be about transparency. The conversation should be about the strategy of the Democrats, but y'all not doing that. Y'all just want to say they need to apologize. They need to do this. And the people are, and the majority of the people that are, you guys don't care about it because they're Black creators, or Black and brown creators, you don't know or care about. You care about David Pakman. You care about the other ones that need to say that they're never going to say anything.
That's right. So, okay. So they're vicariously taking it out on people that they can reach, not people that they can't reach. They can't reach David Pakman. They can't reach Byron Taylor, but so they're taking it out on the smaller content creators who they can ratio, right? You can go into their mentions, you can ratio them. Listen, we've been here before. And this is just but another blip in the ever-going cycle of leftist self-imploding, self-destructing. This is basically like 2020's force the vote. I don't know if you remember that, the force the vote thing. And that's when I talk about integrity. I called force the vote in 2020 for what it was. I called out Breonna Joy Gray, and I'll still call her out to this day and never care.
And mind you, now nobody gives a damn about Breonna. No offense to her, but look, people have called her out for similar things. This is what I'm saying.
Jimmy Dore, I called him out in 2020 for the exact same thing. You know where Jimmy Dore now is? Safely being funded by MAGA. Right. You know how many people I've had literally jump in my DMs, say, Ben, I'm sorry. I came at you so hard in 2020. Turns out you were right. And I'm not a I told you so person. I'm like, hey, it's all good. Love you, mean it. Let's keep moving. Let's keep organizing. Let's keep fighting. But there will never be an opportunity for us to fight and beat MAGA and their fascist takeover if we spend this much time attacking ourselves over something that literally, folks, the 1630 Fund has done more good than everybody in this conversation combined. If you don't like them because they're using the dark money structure, then you're going to have to find a solution that would allow them to do the work. Do you know what would happen to a person who has donated money to a pro-abortion rights entity and their name was plastered and said Pierre Audemars donated $45 million to a pro-abortion entity? Do you know what happened? His life gets threatened. He gets lambasted in the media, right? I'm not making an excuse for dark money. What I'm saying is dark money is the standard in American politics. And you know what else? You're not going to get rid of dark money unless you actually win some political victories. What political victories has the left won in years? Oh, I know some. The ones that the 1630 group actually funded in Kansas, in Missouri, in Arkansas, in Texas, in Georgia, in 7 or 8 different states that if you live in one of those states, and you're going after this article, you are attacking the very dark money group. I'm going to call them that, a dark money group that got you the tangible progressive victories in your state that you're now enjoying. But now it's a problem because Taylor Lorenz said, ooh, they're the boogeyman though. That doesn't make logical sense to me.
Yeah, and keep watch because it's going to be contradictions will start to show. And somebody said, Taylor Lorenz, and we're gonna end with this, but somebody said Taylor Lorenz, Bo, you said Taylor Lorenz talked about the money already so many times. That's how you first learned it was from her about the 8K that she receives. My thing is nobody else is talking about it because it's going to highlight the hypocrisy. It's going to highlight the fact that she has to talk about the same, because the wording that was used in the article is the wording that everybody else is using. But they never talked about the 16th. Why are you getting paid by a 16th? But she was too, and she talked about that 8K. And but see why she can do it and nobody else can. You got to ask yourselves why you're arguing for that reason. Why the person, she told y'all where she's getting the money, but she's saying that it's a problem for everybody else to get money from the same source. That was the argument that they were trying to give me on Thursday. And I'm like, y'all, this is bigger than all of what you guys are saying, because what it's causing is you guys are putting more work and effort and, as my peers into something that's hurting the whole. And that's my problem. You've allowed one person
on purpose
to single-handedly come and say, They need to show us where they get the money from, because I told y'all where I'm getting my 8K from. You said y'all don't want that 1630, and the 1630 is the dark money. She got it from there. She told y'all that. So y'all should have said, why did you accept that? If it's a problem for everybody, why? So my thing is, we cannot be in the position where we're singling out people, and the work that we're saying that we're trying to do again. And this is, to me, either your whiteness or your proximity to whiteness. The fact that you do not give a damn about how it hurts the white creators, because you're targeting, the Black creators, you're targeting white creators, and you do not care that the Black creators are going down while you trying to reach the white creators to tell you, I'm sorry that I took that money.
And you know what, and Rebecca, and maybe this is not a good look on me, because I feel what you're saying about those smaller creators. I do, and we need them, and we need to build infrastructure around them. But for me, the bigger picture is yet again, like clockwork, here comes the most precisely calculated divide and conquer technique that we've seen since the last one, which was force the vote. And this one comes immediately at the moment when we need to be figuring out folks, you can get mad at me if you want to, but this is true. How do never Trumpers who are Republicans, who I would never, ever have anything else to do with, centrist libs who I don't want to be seen with in public, I'm going to be honest with you, that's why I didn't sign up for the course, leftist, communists, and socialists, how do all of us stop MAGA, who is doing a speed run through our democracy, bringing nothing but pure fascism to the point where they're now, we got no vaccines for people in the state of Florida. We got militarized occupation in all of our streets, in Black communities, mind you. We got the Department of Defense now being transformed into the Department of War. We've got all of the things that they're doing. They've gutted 50% of Project 2025 has already been implemented, and we're not even out of the first year. And here comes Taylor Lorenz with yellow journalism. You can't, because you guys can't, there's not a one of you who can show us otherwise. It's the article is still up. Go look for it. Look for evidence that goes beyond her spin. Look for the contracts. They're not there. Look for counterexamples. They're not there. Look at all of the omissions and tell me that this is journalism? The standard for journalism has been so lowered in the United States of America that progressives are even being fooled.
That's what I'm saying. I just want us to know that you seeking for one person to tell you, I'm sorry, but I took this money, and not giving a damn about who it hurts. And to me, telling me to my face, it's because I know these people. That's literally telling me it's because they're, to me, how I receive it and how I am going to continue to receive it is, we don't care about how this hurts the Black creators.
Look,
and we don't give a damn. So
look, watch this. 1630 has done so much good. I'm going to go ask them for $1 million. And you know who I'm going to fund with that dark money? Nothing but Black creators and far left creators. That's it. That's it. And y'all could be mad at me, but you know what? When I see something that they have done that's bad, then I'll turn on them. If I find a trail of Zionist dollars, I'll throw the $1 million back in their face. It's not there. So y'all gonna have to show me why we should be upset at an entity that has done more good for this country. I'm gonna keep it real. They've done more good for this country than Bernie Sanders in terms of tangible outcomes.
So one more response. Denise, I'm not saying that, listen, she said nobody here is saying that they don't care about Black. I'm telling you that the actions speak louder than words. If Black and brown creators are literally saying, we didn't know, here's where we did all this stuff, and everybody said, who cares? And they're waiting for David Pakman to say something and the other one to say something.
That's right.
That's why I'm telling you that, listen to me. Like, that is exactly I'm speaking to my peers whom I love on leftist mafia, who do not know the people who are fighting for their lives, any of those creators, any of them. But they are worried about the ones that were named at the top, who are the bigger creators who actually got the money, right? And it matters about that to them. They're like, I don't know these other people. They don't care about the other people. They don't know their work or nothing. So that's what I'm telling you. So it literally makes all the sense, because she put up a video and literally said in her video, nobody came out to say anything. And they did. But you know who nobody is? The black and brown creator that she named.
Right. And that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded.
That's what I'm telling you. So, and that's that. I want to leave it right there because I know I can keep going back and forth about this, but my stance will not move. The fact of the matter is the division has already been planted. That seed has already been planted and it's grown legs. And this person is telling you, go back to my article and read it. Go back to my article and read it. Ariana has been somebody who, she's a Middle Eastern person. People have, of course, me and her don't agree on everything. There are things I don't agree with, but I will not stand up for her being bullied by the very person that's telling you to go back and read the article. I won't stand up for that. Y'all shouldn't be able to. Y'all should not want that either. It's problematic.
You know what I
the
want,
division and being sown here and all that stuff. We are doing. We're
the work of MAGA.
Disservice. We're doing a disservice. They don't even have to do the work because Taylor Lorenz has done it for us. We're so focused on where the money is coming from that we're not focused on the people that are dying because of the man that is in office right now, the people that do not have anything, or the people that now their areas are becoming war zones. This is what we're talking about here. But you guys want to focus on this more than anything else.
You know what I'm glad about, Rebecca? You know what I'm glad about? We don't make any money from that group of leftists. They can't pull no money from it. They pull that money from me. I lost 1,000 patrons during Forced to Vote in 2020. And you know what we did? We kept doing our show. And we've been doing it for the last 5 years. So all the people in our replies, I'm not going to watch your show.
It's okay. I would say this. I say this all the time. You don't even know. I went toe to toe with what's her name? It's not Taylor Lorenz, but it was something Lauren, Tommy Lauren. Yes, I went toe to toe. I with Tommy, was it Sotomayor who put me on his shirt? Whatever.
Tommy Sotomayor,
right. Remember, he was big at a point in time. We don't see none of them. That's one person from the right or two people from the right. Even people from the left disagreed with me for some. I don't see none of them. Yeah, right. We are. But the thing is, we have to make room for the new people to come in. Right now, what I'm looking at is people who are mad because the new people who are coming in, we may not agree with how they doing things. It may not be journalistic, whatever, but y'all just mad because they the ones taking up the space right now. We cannot continue to put in division and say this is for the help of the people. You want to focus for 2 weeks on a story that's just telling people where the money at, where the money came from, when we could be actually all of the people that are talking about it. Imagine if we were talking about the real issues right now.
No. Wait, watch this. Imagine if all the people who are talking about it were actually funders and patrons of people.
Right. That would help fund us all.
And hang on and go one step further. And let's take it one step further. Even if every single one of them who were talking about this were actually funders and patrons, it still wouldn't be enough against what MAGA is doing financially with their media. We're so outgunned, we're so out-financed, we're so out-organized that fascism is having a cakewalk through American democracy.
We're disorganized. And I don't care what people say. The fact that y'all can sit here and say this story is the biggest thing, and we are here to literally show you what the problem is with the story and why it's putting more hurt and division. And,
why it's yellow journalism.
Why it's yellow, and people wouldn't use it. My thing is, immediately when I saw how this was done, and then poor Ariana, she didn't even want to talk about it. And the fact that she had to present an exclusive to us on the show that she works with, about how she was spoken to before these pieces came out, and everybody was still okay with it. This girl was literally pushing her way and threatening folks. I don't play that. And because Ariana is one of mine, I don't play that. She's a baby in the game. She's working her way up. She's doing what she can. You can't threaten her and tell her that we'll see what everybody thinks about you when I mention you in this article. So that literally tells me that she knew the impact of naming those black and brown creators and what it would do for them. So
is that on that?
Can tell me that it doesn't.
That's on the episode. It's on the video. The screenshots on there.
It's on. It's her verbally reading them. Ariana is reading this from her phone.
Oh.
So with that being said, I love y'all.
I'm not mad. We got one more. Hang on. I don't want to leave off any.
No, we got. Did you read all the? You read all the?
I put them all on the screen. Here's one last one. Have y'all seen Trump's latest declaration of war on Chicago? The president is declaring war against an American city via AI art tweets. I've seen it, and you know who I don't see talking about it? A lot of our comrades on the left, our paler
a lot of the people the one that's telling you that she's gonna do follow-ups on the dark money ain't talking about none of these actual issues that matter.
She gonna go and be on the show with Glenn
On the
Greenwald,
shows.
who is the king of dark money. And she gonna go in there and attack leftists, and y'all ain't got a problem with it. And it's like, you know what it is, Rebecca? It's the spirit of discernment. Somebody got mad. Somebody was in the comments earlier, and they were like, "Oh, I love y'all politics, but I can't stand y'all talking about Christ." We didn't talk about Christ this whole episode, but I'm gonna say this: when you lack the spirit of discernment,
that's on period.
The spirit of discernment, the ability to discern what is the motivation of the person taking the action. And then when you don't have that, you will read that article and you won't notice that, wow, from the very first sentence, she told you what to think and gave you no evidence for you to make up your own mind. A lack of a spirit of discernment would do that to you. So
it's the fact that Ben says discern and not discern. It tells you how rich he is in the knowledge.
Look,
that he knows.
I know you.
People say mature and discern, baby. You just gotta know. I ain't messing with that.
Look,
I ain't messing with that.
I ain't got time for it.
He's speaking some facts. All right.
Wait a minute. I am not messing with you. All the words I can pull up on you.
No, it's a beautiful pronunciation. You know you are.
Is it not discern?
No. It's
discern.
But that's what I'm saying. You're in the group of people who are very
church folks. Church folks be putting some emphasis.
Discern,
the man of God.
Discern.
The man of God.
The man of gods.
I hate you, but I love you, Rebecca.
I love you guys.
But I love you. We'll see y'all next time.
We'll see y'all later. I love you guys. Meet it. Mwah. Bye. Work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. Y'all know what time it is.
It's time for like it or not. Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for like it or not. Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show like it or not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin.